You are now rocking with the hottest boxing podcast in the land with your host, Coach Malachi Williams.
True.
For the thousands in attendance and the millions watching around the world, ladies and gentlemen, let's get ready to rumble!
Williams in the building, man. We back. Sorry about that, fam. Peace to the family. I was on the wrong live. I actually had a live show set up for tomorrow's fight. I had a live show set up for tomorrow's topic. So I had a lot. As a matter of fact, I have all of the live shows set up. I have one for tomorrow afternoon set up already. One for tomorrow night for the fights, and I have one set up for Sunday night for the fight as well. So then, of course, Canelo fighting Saturday. I'm not sure about that one yet. So I have like all of them set up already. I clicked on the wrong one. I'm like, man, goddamn, how come I ain't see? If I could have swore I thought I made this, how come this still say private? And I realized I clicked on the wrong one. Anyways, it is what it is. Shout out to Brandon. Brandon, what's going on, Brandon? Salute. Yeah, man, I'm clicking on the wrong one. That's my fault. I'm like, man, I'm tripping. Damn, I'm tripping. Now I got to do this show. I got to do that one all over again. Do I have to do that one over? Yeah, I think I'm going to have to do that one over. Yeah, man, I was live for like 10 seconds. I was live on that for like 10 seconds. Shit, let me go ahead and... Yeah, I think I was live on that for like 10 seconds. Let me go ahead and put that on private right now. Yeah, let me put that on private. Shit. Yeah, let me put that on private right now. That was public. Put that shit right on private. Oh, ain't nobody saying that one. Shit. Hide that one right now, ASAP. Damn. That's tomorrow's show. I'm jumping ahead of myself. Damn. All right, anyways. Shout out to everybody, man. Y'all know what time it is, man. Salute to shout out to Green Eyes P. Let me go ahead and see what we're looking like on the other channel. Let's see. We popping over here. We popping on Rumble. Looks like are we popping on X? Yeah, look like we popping on X. Why is that not? Okay, that should be pinned. Is that pinned? Yeah, that should be pinned to the profile. Okay, that's pinned to the profile. So we popping on X. We got that popping. Instagram. We're doing our thing on Instagram. Let's see. I don't have that shit. Okay. What? Do I have that shared? Okay. I thought I had this shared on doggone on Facebook. It's not on Facebook. It is on Facebook. Can Rolly Romero pull up the upset? Okay, yeah, cool. That's it. Hey, check this out. Hey, you already know. Y'all already know where I'm at with that. You get what I'm saying? I ain't gonna say in front. I can't even say in front of that. We know we already know my position on that. But however, I'm listening to some of the rhetoric, some of the stuff that I'm hearing Bill Haney say. It's not only just Bill Haney. Shout out to Bill. Shout out to Team Ramirez. Ramirez. Hope him and the Haneys they be safe, whatever the case may be. Don't want that to happen to either one of those fighters. Shout out to Jose Ramirez and Devin Haney. But I'm hearing, you know what I mean, like just people who really, really love like the Haneys. You get what I'm saying? Some people feel that, you know, Rolly Romero may have a shot, or Rolly Romero, you know, he's very strong. You know, this is a good chance Rolly can upset Ryan. And again, I don't like Ryan Garcia nor Rolly Romero. I'm just being honest with you. I'm not team either one of them niggas. I give 25 votes by both of them, to be honest with you. However, I am on record saying that, hey, you know, this is gonna be an easy layup for Ryan Garcia. You know, Ryan Garcia gonna put Rolly to sleep. This ain't. I'm on record saying that. I am on record saying that. Guess what? I'm still on record saying that. I'm still on record saying that. You get what I'm saying? I'm telling you right now. Let me see. Yeah, I'm still on record. All right, I just want to make sure. Yeah, you get what I'm saying? Like for real though. I'm still on record saying that. There's nothing that's changed. Nothing. Ain't nothing changed, dog. I'm still on record saying that. But a couple of people feel that, you know, hey man, you know, Rolly Romero, you know, he could be the one that, you know, maybe catch Ryan slipping. I mean, anything is possible in boxing. I mean, he does have a nice bolo punch. He throws a good bolo punch. I give him that. However, outside of that bolo punch, you know what I'm saying? Because we don't see lesser opponents put hands and foots on him. I seen Jackson Marinez whooped him. Jackson Marinez got robbed in a boxing match. Yeah, we saw what Isak Cruz did to him. Isak Cruz had him doing the stanky leg all over the ring. It dropped him by 5-6 times, had him staggering every goddamn well. And then we saw what Ismael Barroso was doing to him before Tony Weeks jumped in and saved the day. So, yeah, man. I mean, you know, again, I mean, you know what I mean. I put it this way. I don't know anybody who's betting a dime on Rolly Romero. I don't know nobody. I don't know anybody that's betting a quarter on Rolly Romero. Motherfuckers they ain't got faith in Rolly like that. They hoping. Yeah, man, I don't like them, man. I'm hoping that Rolly can pull it off. I even heard Oscar De La Hoya. No, not Oscar De La Hoya. What was it? Bill said, yeah, you know, now that Ryan is not on the juice, you know, now we're gonna see you're gonna see the regular Ryan Garcia, the normal Ryan Garcia. So so this was Bill right away. Yeah, see the other Ryan Garcia, that was the super one. But now he ain't got them Ginsu beans. You know, if you watch Dragon Ball Z, you know what a Ginsu bean is. Yeah, he ain't got them Ginsu beans. Now look at him. Man, I'm hearing Bill talking about the man looks small now. I'm seeing videos. Hold on. So, hey, shout out to CJ Goodfella. I'm seeing videos of hold on, I got people sending me videos. Let me see. Let's just do that. I'll do that. Yeah, I got people sending me videos, you know, seeing pictures. Yeah, man, look at Ryan. Ryan looks so skinny now. He don't look as, you get what I'm saying? So then I got some people telling me, nah, man, Ryan actually had a training camp, so he lost weight, this and that. You know, he lost weight. We got to see what he look like when he rehydrate, all that stuff there. You know, some people feel that Rolly Romero, you know, Ryan is right for the picking for Rolly Romero. And I'm like, bro, Ryan Garcia might be right for the picking. You know, I don't know. We'll find out tomorrow. But guess what? Rolly Romero ain't gonna be the one that the pickle. True. He might be right for the picking, but guess what? Rolly Romero ain't gonna be the one that's gonna do the picking. You get what I'm saying? Listen, I can tell you that right now. Rolly Romero will not be the one that's gonna do the picking. Yeah, he right for the picking. Yeah, okay. Picking by whom? Who doing the picking? Hey, that's like, hey, listen. That's like hey, shout out to Antoine Elliott. Salute for him. Hey, shout out to my main man Ali. Ali, what's going on? That's like you sending Krillin to go fight Black Freezer. Forget, you ain't even gotta have black freezer, just freezer in general. But we just gonna say black freezer. That's like selling listen, that's like sending Krillin. All right, Krillin, check this out, Krillin. If you watch Dragon Ball Z, you guys know how weak Krillin is. All right, Krillin, check this out, dog. Listen, we gonna send you on the mission. What's that? What's that, Goku? We want you to go fight Black Frieza. To this day. Now, I'm not saying Ryan Garcia is Black Frieza, but in comparison to Rolly Romero from a skill set standpoint, man, come on, man. Man. Shout out to Unlay Shoes. Unlay say Big Rolo Dolo. Big Rolo, hey, you get what I'm saying? Hey, shout out to Mr. Tomato Can. Nigga sitting in Krillin. Hey, Mr. Tomato Can. They sending Krillin to go fight Black Frieza, hollering down, oh no, all he got to do is land that right hand. Hey, check this out. If I had $1 for every time I hear somebody say, especially when Wilder was doing this thing, to this day, all he got to do is land that right hand, I'll be a multi-millionaire. True. I'll be a multi-millionaire. What I'm trying to tell you. Listen, I'll be a multi-millionaire. Bro, like, if you listen to these fans online, they make it seem so easy. Like, all he have to do is land that right hand. Well, I tell you what, if you know that, don't you think the dude that he fighting know that too? Don't you think they working on that right now? Yeah, he ain't got no better right hand, dog. I'm gonna take that right hand away, and then we gonna make him go to something else. You get what I'm saying? So that we gonna take that away. So you don't think that the other fighter like, all right, nigga ain't got that better right hand, dog. He try to land the right hand again, dog. That shit ain't working. Bam! I don't put that jab on him. Hap! I don't listen. I don't call him with a check left hook. I don't hook them off the jab. Hap! Oh, my timing on point. Hap! Two-piece right down the middle. Hap! Well, he still try to land that right hand. Hap! You get what I'm saying? And then people in the chat, man, land the right hand. Land the right hand. I'm like, dude, it ain't that simple. It ain't that simple. You get what I'm saying? That was making it seem like, and shout out to the Bronze Bomber. To this day. Shout out. This ain't no shade to the Bronze Bomber, but they were making it seem like that's all wild. Yo, he got to do laying that right hand, dog. Just hit it one time, bam, and we going back to the locker room. That's how they made it. Hey, Ali. That's how they made it seem like, yeah, dog. What we gonna do? Hey, what the plan is? Don't worry, we won't need no plan. What you mean? Yeah, this what we gonna do, right? Hey, check this out, baby boy. Yeah, what's up? Yeah, man, I got big booty Judy and them. They gonna be at the strip club. I don't talk to the owner. We in the VIP section. I don't bought out the whole VIP. They holding it down for us, right? $15,000 for us to hold the VIP for the night. $15,000 now. You got that? Yeah, we got that. Don't worry about it, big boy. We got that. Big booty Judy gonna be there. Bowleg and Kim gonna be there. Knock Needed Sarah gonna be there. You know what I mean? Drop It Like It's Hot Pam gonna be there. You get what I'm saying? One Leg Up Lisa gonna be there. You know what I mean? Yes, you get what I'm saying? All your favorites gonna be there. Yeah. So what time told them gonna be there? Yeah, I told him that we gonna, you're gonna hit him with the right hand. We gonna be there probably about 20 minutes. We'll be there about 20 minutes. All right, you get what I'm saying? They make it, when you listen to these dudes on live, they make it seem like it's that simple. Yeah, we just gonna walk in there, hit him with the right hand. That's all he had to do, and that's it. I'm like, nah, bro, no, it ain't, bro. It don't work like that, fam. It don't work like that. You get what I'm saying? Like shit, listen, if it was that easy, everybody be doing it. Yeah, man, that's all he got to do, laying that right hand, dog. I'm like, man, so anyway, so I say, you know what? Let me take out my personal dislike of both of these fighters, especially Rolly Romero. And let me just look at it objective. Let me ask a question. Can Rolly Romero pull off the upset? Can Rolly Romero upset Ryan Garcia? Is there a possibility? Is there a possibility that, yeah, coach, you get what I'm saying? Oh, no, man. You get what I'm saying? Rolly is kind of strong. He do got that retarded strength. He got that retarded strength. Not strength. You know what I mean? You get what I'm saying? So, I don't know, man. I'm just saying, you can't sleep on Rolly. Rolly was beating Tate. Remember how he was beating Tate? Yeah, listen. Some people say Some people say Rolly would beat Tate 5 rounds to 0, all the way up to the point to where he got knocked out.
True.
I got to hear that shit. So that's what I got to hear. Well, anytime somebody want to justify betting on Rolly Romero, they be like, yeah, man, because I'm gonna tell you what it is. They've been listening to Ellie Sucker Nigga Nutsack. They've been listening to Ellie Sucker Nigga Nutsack, because Ellie Sucker Nigga Nutsack said that, yeah, hey Rolly, how you doing, buddy? Reporting. Yeah, buddy, Rolly, yeah, Rolly, you did good against Tate. Rolly, yeah, I know, man. Yeah, Rolly, you was winning. Rolly. You was boxing real good. You was doing some good work all the way up to the top. I'm like, man, come on, fam. To this day. They don't sat there. You know, Ellie Sucker Nigga Nutsack don't hype this man up. You get what I'm saying? You know, so I'm just, you know, I'm telling everybody he was winning. He was winning up until the point he got stopped. Sitting there lying to that man like that. He was winning. Man, Tate, listen, I watched that fight like twice, right? Man, Tate was talking to Bullet, telling Bullet, he said, man, set your bitch ass up. He looking at Bullet, talking to Bullet. The man was looking all in the crowd. Man, listen, the man was waving at his mama. You know, he sent Florida email in the corner, letting Florida know this is gonna be his last fight on the Mayweather Promotions. He was talking to Al. Like, come on, fam. And ain't nobody seen Al since 72.
True.
Listen, ain't nobody seen Al since 72. So I said, you know what? Okay. This is what I'm gonna do. Let's dedicate a show to Rolly Romero. Let's just dedicate a show to Big Rolo. You get what I'm saying? Let's dedicate a show to Big Rolo, and and let's see do the people who feel upset-minded have a point. On yesterday's show, fans called into the show giving optimism about Rolly Romero's chances of upsetting Ryan Garcia. I think we had what's my main man name? Mr. T.Y. Mr. T.Y., he's a diehard Devin Haney fan. You know what I mean? Mr. T.Y., shout out to him. He hit me up earlier today as well on IG. Mr. T.Y., he said, he hoping that, Rolly Romero and not Ryan Garcia block off. Coach Eddie from the ATL, think he's saying the same thing. Yeah, man, Coach, I'm riding with Big Rolo, man, and not Ryan Garcia out, man. Trying to tell you he ain't on that stuff no more. He ain't on that Osterine no more. See, so now we gonna see the real Ryan Garcia. You get what I'm saying? See, he was on that Mojo Jojo last time. He was on that Juju last time. Now Bill Haney got him enrolled. Him and Turk Al-Sheikh, they got him enrolled and VADA tested, 7 days a week, 365. Now, you get what I'm saying? And now look at him. He look totally different now. Ryan look skinny. He ain't got no muscles no more. You don't see no veins popping out his neck. And they made it seem like Ryan Garcia was looking like Lou Ferrigno last year. Hey, shout out to Kate Man, what's going on? Hey, they made it seem like Ryan Garcia was looking like Arnold Schwarzenegger last year, Lee Haney last year. Yeah, man, he ain't got no. Look at him there. He was, when you say how big you want that, look at him there, dog. He ain't got none of no muscle no more, dog. I'm trying to tell you, dog. I got people telling me, yeah, man, the man was on. He ain't on them steroids no more. I'm like, bro, you do know he wasn't on the steroid. What he was on was the SARMs. You know what I mean? What he was on was a SARMs. That's not a steroid. Man, the man was on steroid. Y'all mixing the drugs up too. Y'all are saying that he was on steroids. He wasn't on steroids. He was on Osterine, right? Osterine is a SARMs. It's not a steroid. Well, listen, the man was on steroid, dog. Trying to tell you, man, you see how big he was looking last year? Look at the pictures from last year. So I'm looking at the pictures, right? I said, well, you showing me pictures of a rehydrated Ryan Garcia. He rehydrated. We got to see what it look like rehydrated. You get what I'm saying? Last year, he didn't have to make no weight. He got down to, I think he missed weight by like 3.5 pounds. He didn't have to make no weight, so he didn't have no vicious weight cut last year because he wasn't really training like that to cut weight. I think he said something of the sort. He was 14 pounds overweight the day before the fight or whatever, or the day before the fight. and he just got in a hot tub and sweated all of it out or something of that sort. So I don't know. However, anyway, try to get rid of all the water out of your body. However, you get what I'm saying? So, but when I hear the argument, I'm like, y'all making it seem like the man was looking like, hey, if you're finna say Ryan tested positive for more than Osirine. What else he tested positive for, sir? I'm talking about steroids. Did he test positive for steroids, sir? What else did he test positive for? I mean, he cheated. He definitely cheated. He a drug cheat. I mean, that's, but I'm just saying, what else did he test positive for? Because the damn show wasn't steroids. Y'all be saying, now, I'm telling you something now. You got to send me the receipts. Y'all know that. Please send me the receipts. You got to send me the receipts. I'm the receipt guy. I don't believe anything or the nigga in the chat say behind the avatar. You got to send me the receipt. Please send me that receipt. You can go to Coach Malachi. Just look me up on Instagram. Type in Coach Malachi, and you can DM me that. If he tested positive for more than that, and you know what it is, please send it to me. Please. You get what I'm saying? Anyway, shout out to Nick and Nita show. Nick and Nita, what's going on, fam? Let's get into the show. So we had a couple of people call the show saying that, they ride with Rolly. They ride with Rolly, right? They saw a lot of optimism about Rolly Romero, chances of upsetting Ryan Garcia. I am not one of those fans who believe so. Again, I don't like Ryan Garcia nor Rolly Romero, so I really don't give a damn. The fight can end in a double knockout, just like Let's Do It Again with Botany Farnsworth and what's the main man name? What's the other fight he was fighting? Something black, damn, I forgot his name, right? Well, that second fight, the rematch ended up in a double knockout. For them Street Black. Farnsworth and For the Street Black, it can end in a double knockout. I really don't give a damn. However, because again, I'm not emotionally attached to this. You know what I mean? I'm really not. I just, from a skill set standpoint, I just feel that, Ryan Garcia is pretty good at measuring the distance and range. I like the way he uses his jab I like the way he uses his jab, but more importantly, I like the way he hooks off the jab, and I like the way he hooks off the measure. What I mean by hook off the measure, you used to see Larry Holmes and Ali. Ali used to do this all the time. Like when you got a opponent that's right there in your face, but he's an arm lift. He's arm length reach. Sometimes Ali used to stick his hand out there and just cover the guy's eyes, put his hand on his face, and then as soon as the guy knock his hand down, he'll come over the top with a right hand or something. Larry Holmes is good at that as well. He'll flip the jab out there. If you get your head off the line, he'll see where you move your head at, and when you move your head at, he coming over with the right hand or whatever. He can hook off the jab and stuff like that. He was really, really good at measuring the distance and range. And in boxing, that's very important. You need footwork, you need ring IQ. You got to know your feint game got to be pretty good. Ryan Garcia has really, really good feints. And what I mean by that is he doesn't have the greatest footwork in the world. He's flat-footed, but he has good feints. And the reason why his feints work, and you saw it when he fought Devin Haney last year, because he flinches. Like he'll flinch like he finna throw the hook. And then if he see you like move a certain way or whatever the case may be, he's gonna remember that. Okay. All right, I just flinched at him. Okay, I just flinched with the right. Okay, I just flinched with the left. Now, this is how I see this fight going. Because Rolly Romero is fully aware of this left hook. And he's fully aware of the right cross. So I like the fact that I see him over there with Derrick James. Man, oh my God, they're ripping Derrick James right now, dog. Oh, they're ripping. Hey, shout out to Reggie Owens. I was looking at a video from Reggie Owens today. Bro, it was the funniest thing I've heard. Like, I hear the Shea Butter Laptop Revolutionaries are dissing Derrick James. I'm hearing now they're calling him a coon. This is what the Shea Butter Laptop Revolutionaries are saying. They're calling Derrick James a coon because he's training Ryan Garcia. And I think they called him that last time. I'm not sure. Now, these guys, Shea Butters, from the LDBC, these guys love Derrick James when he was training Errol Spence. Derrick James was Trainer of the Year, 2022 Trainer of the Year by ESPN and stuff like that. They was riding with him. Now, that same group is down with Devin Haney, and Derrick James is training Ryan Garcia, that same group that praised him yesterday is dissing him, calling him all kind of racial names today.
True.
You can't make this up. Doggone, I was listening to Reggie. Reggie said that they gave him an award. I said, they gave him an award for real? I didn't even know they gave Derrick James an award. So now, part of the same award they gave Deontay Wilder. They gave Deontay Wilder a Lifetime Achievement Award. You know what I mean? Hey, they might as well, you get what I'm saying? Like the butter biscuits. The butter biscuits. You know what I mean? Yeah, you know what I mean? I'm just saying, dog. Like, we got to give him an award, dog. This how I came. And this is the problem. See, these niggas are celebrity worshipers. That's the problem. You get what I'm saying? In my opinion, Rolly Romero doesn't stand a snowball chance in hell in beating Ryan Garcia tomorrow night. He don't stand a snowball chance in hell. In my opinion, man, a lot of times I'm right about these things when it comes to boxing. Putting my damn spot on. I haven't lost a bet yet on social media. When I bet publicly. I haven't lost a bet yet. A lot of people rode with doggone Conor Ben the week before last week, whatever the case may be. I told y'all what was going to happen in that. Happened pretty much just the way I thought it was going to happen. And now this Rolly Romero stuff, I'm like, again, anything is possible. Anything is possible. There's a chance that I can be walking down the street in the middle of the summertime and there's not a cloud in sight and lightning just come out of nowhere and it hit me straight and hit me and strike me down and I'm out of there. You get what I'm saying? In broad daylight without a cloud in the sky. Anything is possible. There's a possibility that I could be running through the forest running through the woods of Big Bear, California, or I can be at Yellowstone Park having a fight with Yogi Bear and Boo Boo. I could be fighting Yogi Bear and Boo Boo. I could be going through Yellowstone right now getting jumped by the grizzly bears, and I can end up whooping both of them, because in Tampa, we got an old saying down here in Florida. Well, definitely this city right here. Nigga, don't help me, help the bear. If you see me on the side of the road fighting a grizzly bear, pour honey on me.
True.
That's what the old school cats tell me. Pour honey on me, nigga. Help the motherfucking bear. You know what that mean? That mean, boy, this dude here so bad, boy. This dude here so bad. You don't want none of him. This man say help the bear. If you see me on the side of the road fighting the bear, the bear need help. The bear need help. Nigga, don't help me, help the bear. You get what I'm saying? Yeah, man. Shit, I don't know. Yeah. Yeah, nigga, pour honey on me. Shit. Hey, shout out to Don Boss. Hey, Don, what's up, man? The boss of Don, what's up, man? Hey, he said, Coach, I'm putting $200 on Rolly. Don't got a chance today. Hey, the boss of Don. Hey. He said he put 200. Man, you ain't put no $200 on Rolly Romero, man. Hey, you better not put no $200 on that, man. I'm tired of that. Don't do that, dog. I ain't gonna even let you go out like that. I'm that friend that's gonna be like, nah, don't do that, dog. Don't do that, fam. Don't do that, fam. They get what I'm saying. I'm trying to tell you. Don't do that. Don't do that. Anyways, however, let's break it down from a boxing standpoint. How, if any chance, does Rolly Romero beat Ryan Garcia? Let's break it down from a boxing standpoint. If y'all feel that, yeah, man, you get what I'm saying, dog. I'm trying to tell you now. He got a chance. Ryan Garcia don't look the same. Cause see, I think it's the shea butter. The shea butters and the butter biscuits. The shea butters and the butter biscuits. They listen to the, and shout out to Jose Ramirez and the Ramirez family and the Haney family. Shout out to you guys. Hope y'all be safe tomorrow. But they listening to Bill. So Bill like, yeah, man, I don't know now. You see, he ain't got no muscles no more. Where's muscles at? Remember last year, he was looking like the Hulk. Look at him now. Hey, they making it seem like, hey, hold on. Let me do this. Hey, they making it seem like Ryan Garcia was looking like, they making it seem like Ryan Garcia was looking like Lou Ferrigno last year or something. Man, that nigga, man, I'm trying to tell you, dog. That nigga, man, you see how he was looking last year, dog? Man, that man had veins popping out his neck. Man, I'm talking about, man, I thought that man was looking like, hold on. Let me do this here. Y'all bear with me one moment. Did you hit? I didn't put the poll up. My bad. Yeah, they making it seem like the man was. You get what I'm saying? They making it seem like the man was looking like doggone Lou Ferrigno or something. Hey, see, like say, Rolly might win, coach. Ryan do know his boxing styles. I told you what a mic was. Hey, see, like, look up the word mic. Just look up, it's M-I-T-E. You know, now you spelling it wrong. You got to spell M-I-G-H-T. We're not talking about that mic. Yeah, Rolly might win, but you got the wrong spelling of the word might. You got to look up M-I-T-E. You know what a mite is? A mite is an insect. It's a bloodsucker. It's a parasite. You get what I'm saying? It's a parasite. You know, the mite, you know, you might find mites in your covers. You know, you might be walking down the street. A mite might jump on your leg. You know, your arm might be itching. You might be scratching your arm, and you look and you got a little red mark on your arm. You might have been bitten by a mite. You get what I'm saying? But that's about it, fam.
True.
Yeah, that's about it right there. But that's the only mite. That's the only mite you gonna get. I'm telling you right now, bro. I'm telling anybody who will listen. I'm telling anybody who will listen, bro. But do not, man. Don't let Bill Haney don't let Bill Haney yeah, y'all jumping out there, man. And don't let Bill Haney have y'all jumping out there. Yeah, man, you Bill. Now hold on now. Wait a minute now. Let me see. Hey, shout out to listen, shout out to Della's Lifestyle. She said, get inside, body shots will hurt Ryan. Hey, Dellas, I hear what you saying, Dellas. I hear what you saying. Hey, shout out to Dellas over here in the other chat. You say stop, coach. Get on the inside, body shots will hurt Ryan. I get all of that. I hear all of that. I hear all of that. Yes, yeah, what he got? This what he gonna do now? He gonna get on the inside now. Hold on, wait a minute now. You wrong on this. Well, what we gonna do now? We gonna get on the inside. You get what I'm saying? Now you know now. Hold on. Matter of fact, let me show y'all what Della talking about. Y'all don't know who Della is, huh? Don't worry about it. I'm gonna show y'all who. That's it right there. Okay, this is the chat right here. Now, this the other chat. This the other chat, another channel. Y'all see Della right here? This is Della. There's some in November. This is Della. Della say, stop, coach. I don't know who Della is. Get inside, body shots. Get inside. Body shots will hurt Ryan. Okay, cool. How do you suppose, this is a good question, Della, how do you suppose Rolly Romero get on the inside in order to land those body shots? How do you suppose that? Just asking. What's your name, Della? I ain't never seen you before, but anyway, just asking. How do you suppose? Okay, now, all he got to do now. Hold on, coach. All he got to do is get on the inside, land the body shots. Okay, cool. How do you suppose he do that? Now, how you gonna get in on it? I'm just asking the question. We breaking this down from a boxing standpoint. We talking about we breaking it down from a boxing standpoint now. How do you suppose he do that? I'm with you. I'm with you on there. I'm with you. I'm riding with you right now. I'm riding with you right now. You say, get on the inside body shots. I ain't got no problem with none of that. My question to you, Della, is this. My sister Della. My question to you, my sister, is this here. How do you suppose he do that? That's all I'm saying, my sister. You know what I mean? That's all I'm saying. I respect your opinion. I do. I respect your opinion. You know what I mean? But my question is, how do you suppose he do that? 12-3 say Rolly can get on the inside though. Tell me how you gonna do it. 12-3 say rush in. Okay, hold on. Oh, 12. Where 12-3 is at? 12-3 is where you at? Oh, let me see something. What 12-3's at? I just saw 12-3. Where he at? You say he has quick feet, but quick footwork is a different skill set. All right, all right. Who has quick feet? He says Rolly can get on the inside though. Rolly Romero have quick feet. When have you? Hey, what fight have you seen where Rolly Romero had quick feet? Let's hold on. Let's pull up his box rate. Let's pull up his box rate. Quick feet, huh? Did he have quick feet when he fought Jackson Marinez? No. Did he have quick feet when he fought Ismael Barroso? No. Did he have quick feet when he fought Tank Davis? No. Did he have quick feet when he fought Esau Cruz? No. So I'm trying to figure out how you gonna do it. Do you want me to help you out? I can help you out now. I can help you out. I can help you out, but I just wanna hear what you guys say. Give me a boxing explanation. Like break something down to me. I can break it down for you like 57 Chevy. But I don't want to help you out on that. I want you to tell me, give me a boxing explanation. Okay, round one don't start it. Ding ding. Go from there. Go from there. I'm trying to figure it out. All right, let's see. John said his feet was moving quick when he heard crayons. Hey, all right. He said, Coach, give him a hey, okay, or the old man when he got gifted the belt. Man, hey, bro, hey, Rock B. Man, you know I was so mad, bro, when that happened, bro. I was so mad. Not the fact that Rolly got the belt, but it was the fact that how he got the belt. Tony Weeks jumped in, bro, and they showed the replay. This man got hit 2 times on the shoulder. When he was in the corner, he was dodging all this stuff. Tony Weeks just jumped in there and did like this here. I say, man, come on, fam. Man, get his ass whooped the whole fight. Hey, shout out to Moose the Great. Shout out to Foodie. Foodie, what's going on? 12-3 say pull up a Rolly fight on your screen. For what? Pull up a Rolly fight on my screen for what? I'm asking you how does he get in there? I don't have to pull up a Rolly fight. I'm asking you, how does he get it? How does he get in there? I can pull up his resume. I don't see enough of his fights. I don't see enough of his fights to know that he ain't gonna do none of that. Rolly Romero don't have good footwork, so I'm trying to figure out which fight are you talking about? Okay, like give me some examples, please do. I'm like shit. Please do. I ain't man shit. Make a believe out of me. Who bet money on Rolly Romero for the upset? Y'all better start listening to Bill. He said, let's watch the sparring match, coach. I don't need to watch no sparring match. Come on, the sparring match for they had years ago. Yeah, I don't need to do none of that. I got his resume out right here. What is fancy footwork at? Manuel James, did he show the fancy footwork against Manuel James? What about Esau Cruz? What about Ismael Barroso? What about Javante Davis? What about Anthony Yidget? He actually won this fight by stoppage. Avery Sparrow? Jackson Marinez. This was his first loss. if you go back and look at this fight right here from 2020, this was Rolly Romero's really official first loss. This dude got robbed. This dude got robbed without a gun. That was his first loss. Jackson Marinez. Literally. Like, bro, like, fam. He said, we talking about how you get on the inside. How you gonna get on the inside? Matter of fact, 12 threes, call the show. Let me go ahead and drop these phone lines. 12 threes. I can't, cause I don't do the going back and forth in the chats. I don't really do that. I'm gonna drop these phone lines. Call the show.
You wanna talk some shit? Call me. Start some shit, bitch.
Sup, fool? You gonna talk shit about me, homie? Where you from?
Hundreds of niggas is waiting for your motherfucking call, and they all talking shit about you right now.
Call the coach at 530-494-9636. We waiting on your bitch ass. Yo, call the show, 530-12 threes, 530-494-9636, 530-494-9636. Please call the show. Today's show is sponsored by Foster's Barbershop. That's 1923 West Main Street, West Temple, Florida, 33607. If you want to book an appointment, you're in the city of Tampa, you're from out of town, you can book an appointment by downloading the app Booksy. That's BOOKSY onto your phone, Android or iPhone. You can look that up right there, and you can book an appointment. Luxury Barbershop, it is the number one, in my opinion, barbershop in the city. You know, it has a golf course in the back. Well, you know, little putt golf and stuff like that. Tiki bar in the back. You can get drinks served and all that stuff there as well. So, Foster's Barbershop, y'all can download it and book an appointment. Let them know that Coach sent you, Coach Malachi sent you, and you will get a 10% discount. Let's give our sponsor, Foster's Barbershop, a round of applause. Shout out to Strong Blaze. Hey, okay. Dropping that $2 super chat. He said Ryan got a set two. He said Ryan got a set two. Ryan got a set to throw, push him back, make it ugly. Okay. Ryan got a set to throw, push him back, make it ugly. Ryan got a set to throw, push him back, make it ugly. Okay. Shout out to Jamie Vasquez for being a member for 23 months. Salute to you, fam. He said for every style, there's a counter style, coach. Bet in the house on Big Rolo. Okay, you're going to be homeless. Shout out to F Your Feelings. Hey, okay. Jumping that $2 super chat. He said Ryan also tested positive for 19 Norris Stone 100. Can you please send me that? Can you please send me proof of that? I never heard anything about that. Now, for me, it really don't matter. He got popped dirty. I remember Osterine. I don't remember saying anything else. Can you please send me the receipts on that? I'm the guy that you have to show me the receipts. I'm that guy. Show me the receipts. I believe the receipts. You get what I'm saying? Listen, man, phone lines open, man. 530-494-9636. 12 threes. I'm still waiting on that call, sir. 530-494-9636. Mr. 36 points. Still waiting on that call. Hold on. Hold on. Hey, what you say? Brandon say, she said, you're never going to get it, coach. Like in Vogue. Yeah, I'm probably not. I'm probably not. Yeah, I'm probably not. Yeah, I can't. Yeah, I don't. Yeah, I can't. The chat shit. I can't do the chat shit. Too tough. What you say? Strong Blaze. Solid Strong Blaze. Hey, okay. Dropping that quarter of a dub. He say Ryan will hunch over back turned, not hard to get on the inside. Okay. So your boxing explanation is Ryan Garcia will hunch over with his back turned, and that's how Rolly Romero is going to get on the inside. Okay.
True.
Okay. All right. Shout out to John. John, what's going on, fam? Shout out to Brandon. Brandon, what's going on? Cali Kid is in the building. Kendall Price is in the building. Musa Great. He said Coach took too long. Must have gotten a text from Rolly. Took too long for what? Nah, the phone line's open, man. Shit. We got our first call. Phone line's open. Caller, what's your name? You calling from?
Corey from Texas.
Mr. Corey from Texas. Talk to me, brother.
Yeah, it just feels kind of weird today, Coach, being at the weigh-ins on a Thursday, but
yeah.
I guess that's the type of weekend we got. So, I'm excited. As far as the topic of the show, Coach, it's a percentage. He could win if we want to be realistic, because we know how life works and how boxing works. Anything can happen, but I think, in my opinion, not everybody's opinion, it's a small percentage. It's most likely that Ryan puts Rolly to sleep, but it's a chance. It's always a chance.
Yeah.
Maybe a 2% chance, but it's a chance. But he could shock us, but most likely I don't think he will. So we'll see. I don't know is this a 140 or is it a catchweight fight? I don't even remember, Coach.
No, I think they fighting at 147 because the weigh-in, they said that Rolly weighed 46 pounds and some ounces, and Ryan Garcia weighed 146 pounds and some ounces. So
okay.
Yeah, so they fighting at welterweight.
Oh, okay. Yeah, that's a really good fight. But then Devin and everybody else that you're fighting at 140 is Devin and Ramirez fighting at 147.
Yeah. I think Ramirez fighting at 140, and let's see.
And then Tio and the dude fighting at 140 or whatever.
Yeah, 140. Let's see right here. Yeah, here you go right here. Matter of fact, anybody have any receipts? Send it to me right here. But yeah, bear with me one moment. I'm the receipts guy. So anybody got receipts on anything they want to send me, you can send it here. Matter of fact, let me go in and hit you. Let me go in and hit you right quick. Hold on, I got to go. I'm going to hit you right quick. Send that receipt right there. F your feelings. There you go, right there. Send it to me. Right there. That's how you can send it to me. That's how you can send me the receipts. But yeah, so let me break this down since they're having difficulty time breaking this down. All right, in order for Ryan Garcia, Rolly Romero to be able to get on the inside, he's going to have to know how to work his jab. The problem is when it comes to jabs, Rolly Romero has he doesn't have the fastest jab in the world. He can easily be timed. I've seen it pretty much, a lot of the fights when he step up in competition, he clearly doesn't have the skill set because his footwork look like he's insane, and he telegraphs his power punches. He throws a great bolo punch, but in order for him to be able to get on the inside of Ryan Garcia, him being a shorter fighter from a height standpoint and shorter arm reach, he's going to have to be able to work a hard, stiff jab, no diddy. He's going to have to work behind that jab. He's going to have to know how to step with that jab. He's going to have to know how to close the distance and measure with the jab, measure with the lead hand in order to get on the inside. All of those things Rolly Romero does not do well. Now, if he tries to just rush him, like someone suggested in the chat, the problem with rushing in, if you get timed while rushing in, you're going to get knocked out or you're going to get dropped. What do I mean by that? There's something called, if you rush your ass in there, I'm going to hit you with the check left hook and I'm going to pivot off of the check, and then you're going to fall over. That's how that's going to work. So he's going to have to establish a jab. Rolly Romero doesn't, which is the most important punch in boxing, is the jab. So, I don't like that matchup for him like that. He's going to get hooked all day. That's one. Two, Rolly Romero has a bad tendency of sometimes when he does try to make a commitment to try to jab to the body, or let's say he wants to change levels with the jab, he has a tendency to put too much weight over on his front foot. Well, that's going to set him up perfectly for the left hook. You know what I mean? If he try to reach in like he normally,
Right.
like pretty much how he got knocked out when he fought Tank, pretty much how he got caught against Esau Cruz, pretty much how goddamn Grandpa Smurf, doggone on Ismael Barroso will put hands and foot on him before he got stopped. You know what I mean? But if he overextend himself with trying to land his jab, because he has a bad tendency of doing that because of his lack of footwork, it's going to open him up to all types of counters. So that's two. So he don't have an effective jab. And when he steps with the jab, he does a poor job, especially against higher competition. Rolly Romero is not a elite fighter by any stretch of the imagination. And it ain't a nigga in the chat gonna bet on him. You know what I mean? I know that for a fact.
Right.
You know, please get me, take my money. I'm here. You know what I mean? But no one's gonna bet on him. But just from a stylistic standpoint, Ryan Garcia understand. Look, man, this dude gonna try to land a power shot, whatever the case may be. He's stolen the jab. I can hook up the jab. He doesn't know how to control the distance, the range. You know, against someone like myself. And Ryan Garcia had him twitch muscles. And if you get and then if Ryan Garcia was to get this dude on the back foot, Rolly Romero definitely can't fight on the back foot. So I don't see how he's going to be able to get on the inside from a boxing standpoint, because in order for him to be able to do that, that's something that he's not good at. He's not good at it. I don't seen enough of this dude's fights. You know what I mean? He's not good at it. So, you know, again, I'm not here to argue it. I'm just saying what you like him for. I like money. I ain't lost a bet. I ain't lost a bet on social media yet when it comes to getting paid. I may have picked the wrong fight here and there, but when it comes to getting paid, betting money on the fight on social media, and you got to put that bread up, send it to my Cash App, I have not lost a fight yet. Bet yet.
So you saying the last bet you lost was when you bet on AB, coach?
Yeah, no. Actually, it was Wilder. No, actually, it was Wilder. The last bet I lost was with Wilder when he fought Tyson Fury the second fight. I lost that one.
Oh, okay.
And I
I
lost that on the street.
You don't know, oh, you just bet that cash straight up?
Yeah, that was on the street. Yeah, I wasn't on social
media. You
media.
going live at 3 tomorrow, coach, or you just gonna go for the fight you don't know yet?
Yeah, I'm going live for twice, 3 and for the fight.
Okay. So like an anyway fight type day. All right. That's what's up, coach. Yeah, I'm excited, man. It just feel weird that weigh-ins is today, but hey, I ain't gonna complain. Boxing popping right now, but salute, coach.
All right, salute, fam. Oh, got another call calling in. I'm calling. What's your name? Where you calling from?
Demetrius from Myrtle Beach.
Demetrius from Myrtle Beach. Talk to me.
Coach, your same clowns that think Rolly got a chance, the same jokers that eating crayons out the same box that Rolly beating out of. Ain't no way, clown crayon eating Rolly Romero got footwork, no jab. He lunges in, looking for the power shot. That's it. He's gonna get. I guarantee you, Ryan Garcia is gonna knock him out with a check hook. So all these helmet wearing Rolly Romero fans, man, don't bet no money, man, because it's just like splish your money down the toilet. That's my call, coach. Appreciate you, brother.
Absolute, fam. I mean, it's my argument is the same argument that I had with Wilder fans. How is he gonna do it? Like I can tell you, like you can say, okay, I got Alexander Usyk beating Daniel Dubois again. And I can literally give you a boxing explanation as to why I'm picking Usyk to beat Dubois. I'm going to look at Daniel Dubois' strengths and weaknesses. I'm going to look at Alexander Usyk's strengths and weaknesses. And I can break it down from that standpoint. Give me a breakdown of how Rolly Romero can upset Ryan Garcia. Now, of course, he can land a punch. He has a puncher's chance, but give me a breakdown from a skill set standpoint. Hello. Now, I know Bill Haney fans. I mean, not Bill. Well, Bill Haney fans, Devin Haney fans. I know these are the guys who are pushing this out there. They want to see Rolly Romero knock out Ryan Garcia. Me personally, again, I don't care nothing about neither fighter myself. I don't have an emotional attachment to Ryan Garcia or Rolly Romero, to be fair. But I can look at it objectively and say, you know what, I just saw from a skill set standpoint, the boy ain't got it. Like Tank Davis said it best. He said Rolly Romero is trash. Like he was like Tank was like dead set. Like he was right on that. Man, this dude, this man trash. Remember how Tank punked him at the press conference? He said this man trash. Man, I don't even want to fight this dude. The only reason I don't fight him is because this is my last contract. This is my last fight under my Mayweather deal. They're making me fight him. This dude trash. And he got a trash trainer, Bullet. Again, I ain't got nothing against Bullet, but this is what Tank said. So that's what really made me. I'm like, okay, well, the nigga did lose against Jackson Marinez. Now he got closer. Now he did end up wrestling Jackson Marinez. I think he threw Jackson Marinez down a couple of times in the fight. I remember one, maybe 2 times, but I definitely remember one. Now Rolly Romero is strong. He got that retarded strength. He is strong. I can't take that from him. He's strong. He has a judo background. So if he grab you, you know what I mean. You can't get taken down. From a takedown. The guy judo. Then he got that retarded strength. But outside of that, fam, you like Ryan Garcia, not, and I'm not a fan of Ryan Garcia to be fair, but the boy do have some skills. Yeah. The boy do have some skills. Hey, shout out to Amaro. Amaro, what's going on, fam? The boy do have some skills now. He do have skills. You know what I mean? So, and just his matchup. And then from a defensive standpoint, Rolly Romero has a tendency. He better keep that right hand up, dog. He better keep that right hand up because he has a tendency of keeping that. He has a tendency of dropping that backhand, which that's gonna open him up. That's gonna open him up for the and he has a wide stance. Like he'll have a wide stance because he's looking to pull straight back. He's looking to pull straight back. You get what I'm saying? So if he come out there with that wide stance as well, with his hand like this here, and he's because now this is what I'm expecting. If he get caught clean one good time, is Rolly gonna try to go all out or really fight? Because he's not gonna outbox Ryan. He's gonna have to fight him. Or will he be hesitant? Will he be like, you know how motherfucker get hit one good time? They be like, man, that motherfucker caught me good. And then you be cautious for the rest of the fight. Will he try to do that? If he try to do that, then that's telling me that Ryan Garcia is gonna be on the front foot, stalking the chicken hawk and trying to get him out of there. You get what I'm saying? So G5, what you say, fam? You say counter left hook, uppercut sends Rolly Romero to the ethos. Counter left hook, uppercut, because he can, counter left hook, uppercut, or the right cross. Or the right cross, either or. You know what I mean? So it is what it is. It is what it is. Just stylistically, I don't see it. Like no one can tell me like Rolly. Now I will give Rolly Romero credit on this. Rolly has a great bolo punch. Rolly Romero has a great bolo punch. When it comes to throwing bolos, big Rolo throwing bolos, he can do that. He has a great bolo punch. I give him that. I give him that. I think the bolo punch, that's a punch that was come from mixed martial arts. I think the bolo punch is the punch that they used to do in mixed. That punch originated in I think was it martial arts? What martial arts that was that bolo punch originated from? Matter of fact, let me look that up. My uncle told me this years ago. The bolo punch. Big Rolo throwing bolos. What did the bolo? Now he good at throwing bolo. People, where did the bolo punch come from? Originate. Let's go to originate. So the bolo punch origins are often traced back to Filipino boxers, particularly the legendary Seferino Garcia, who was credited with popularizing the punch in the 1930s and 40s. Garcia, who worked cutting sugarcane in his youth, reportedly developed the punch based on the movements used in swinging a bolo knife. Oh, okay. Okay. Bolo punch. Bolo punch, a martial arts technique. The bolo punch is a Filipino martial arts punch. It is comparable to a large circular uppercut punch and can be a powerful punch if timed properly. That's key. If timed properly. If you throw that motherfucker bolo punch and miss, and you got a motherfucker who got some quick hands and good feet, Lord have mercy. True. Oh, I thought y'all can see this. Y'all can't see this. Y'all can't see what I'm saying. Let's go over here. The bolo. Let's go to the big bolo. The big bolo, Rolo throwing bolos. Big Rolo throwing bolos, huh? All right, I said this punch has a large wind up, which looks almost like a soft pitch. Nevertheless, the wind up and wide circular motion of the bolo punch is often used as a distraction in order to land a traditional punch with the other hand. For information on other martial arts punches, please visit Black Belt Wiki's main punch strike section. This punch is also associated with boxers such as Kid Gavilan, Sugar Ray Leonard. For example, Sugar Ray Leonard used an exaggerated circular bolo punch as a taunt. You know, Sugar Ray used to do this all the time as a taunt and an effective punch in his fight against Roberto Duran in 1980. See the video below, and it tells you the history of the bolo punch. So Rolly Romero, he throwing bolos. Big Rolo throwing bolos. You get what I'm saying? Yeah, he gonna need more than that tomorrow night. He gonna need more than that tomorrow night. I'm pretty sure of that. He gonna need more than that tomorrow night. You get what I'm saying? As what's my main man say? What he say? Back in the day, he say, you dig. What Floyd say? You diggity diggity dig. Oh, Floyd, you know what I mean? Leonard, what's going on, Leonard? Oh, Floyd, I'm just telling you, Floyd, it's not that. Floyd, it's just crazy, Floyd. I'm trying my best. We're trying to get Rolly this win. Floyd, if we can get this win, we can bring that belt. As a matter of fact, it's not even for a belt. You know, I'm gonna be honest with you. I don't want this. What I don't want. I don't want. Bro, like it'll be bad for Boston Rolly Romero win this fight tomorrow night. Cause then I gotta hear all this old crazy shit. Yeah, man, you saw what Rolly did to Ryan Garcia? I'm gonna be like, man, I don't like neither one of these motherfuckers, but yeah, man, Rolly caught Ryan. Yeah, coach. Remember all that stuff you were talking? About doggone Rolly Romero? Now look, I told you he had skills. You know, he got experience. He been in the ring with Jackson Marinez. He been in the ring with Tank. You know, Grandpa Smurf, Usmail Barroso. You know, he been in the ring with Pitbull. What you think he got all that experience for? Now, I will say this. Now, if you want to make an argument, I was gonna say if you want to make an argument, can you say that Rolly Romero has a resume that's comparable to Ryan Garcia? Would you say that Rolly Romero has a better resume than Ryan Garcia? I just thought about that because, you know, Rolly Romero fought Tank Davis, and now he's fighting Ryan Garcia. Ryan Garcia has fought Tank Davis and Devin Haney. So we're going to see what's up. I'll call him. What's your name? You call it from?
Hey, what's going on? This is Casanova from Louisiana.
Casanova, talk to me.
Say, man, I got a game plan for Rolly, man. But this is the only shot he got because boxing, everybody knows that Ryan Garcia is the, supreme boxer or whatever. Rolly need to go study Rocky 3, Club of Lane. He just gonna have to go in there and swing for the fence. That's the only chance he got. No. Listen to me. Now, listen. Look, man, Rolly, I like his personality, man. You know, he's kind of off a little bit. You can tell he's kind of slow a little bit or whatever the case may be, man. But I think I just want to see Rolly just land one big shot on Ryan, bro. Just one big shot. Cause I mean, that's all he got, man. You know what I'm saying? Ryan probably gonna put him to sleep within 5 or 6 rounds or whatever. But I think the only chance Rolly got, and I hate to say this, he got to fight dirty, man.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? He might have to hit him in the thighs, you know what I'm saying? Hit him in the back of the head a couple of times when they clinch up.
Yeah.
You know, hit him in his arms. I mean, he's gonna have to make the fight dirty just to win. You know what I mean?
I can see the clinch. Yeah, he got to fight him. I can see the clinch, but you know, if Rolly Romero can establish a jab and really work to get on the inside, you know, he could do. I guess he could do kind of okay. I just think that he just so far. I think from a talent standpoint, you know, he's not. He doesn't measure up. You get what I'm saying? To me, if Rolly Romero could land a shot early, you know, will it have the same effect as when Ryan Garcia caught Devin Haney and he wasn't able to recover? So they say he wasn't able to recover. I mean, we'll see. Now again, Rolly Romero throws a good bolo punch. The only problem is he has a tendency to telegraph his punches. He'll telegraph. You can see it coming. Like they were showing. I was watching the video when they were showing him doing like the open workout in Times Square in the ring.
Right.
And it showed him he was throwing some combinations and stuff. And I said he loading up on that backhand. Can't do that.
But why do you think he haven't pitched there yet? I mean, like, what you think the problem is? The coaching, or why you think he haven't corrected that by now?
No, I mean that's just how he fights. I mean, I don't think no coaching can help him. He's a limited fighter, so that's his strength. His strength is, you know, I'm strong. If I land my shot, you know, from a wide base, you know, and I'm good. But that's just who he is as a fighter. You can't fix that. Trying to fix that's like trying to fix Deontay Wilder.
Yeah, that is true. But you know what, Coach? Man, forget it, man. I got 50 cents on Rolly. 50 cents, man. That's all I'm a bet, bro. I ain't trying to be homeless, man. But I rock the roll. I got 50 cents on Rolly. But look, this is what I want to mention too, man. Man, Bill Haney probably got a point, man. Ryan, man, he don't look the same up in PEDs,
hold
man.
on,
Ryan
hold
like
on, man.
Stripper, man.
Hold on, man. Hold on. I'm glad. Listen, I'm glad. Hold on, boy. Listen, I'm glad you brought that up. Hold on, I'm glad you brought that up. Now, hold on. Wait a minute. Hey, listen. Hey, Casanova, I'm glad you brought that up because I'm looking at this video. Boy, Bill, like, yeah, look here. You know, Bill, listen, Bill, like, hey, look here, man. You know, Ryan don't look the same. And I'm like, he kind of look like Clark Kent right now. Bill making it seem like the man was looking like the Hulk, like the last fight. You know, like, yeah, look at him. I spoke to, yeah, man, yeah, you see that? Man, that man look real small. And I'm like, well, I mean, I'm trying to, again, I'm not trying to not see what they're seeing. And you're showing me pictures from last year when he, I guess that was the weigh-in or when he was in the locker room getting ready for the fight and he's rehydrated fully and stuff like that. And now you showing me a picture. Now, I would need to see a picture of him after he rehydrates. But I get I get what Bill is saying. And I don't know if Bill is using this as a diversionary tactic, but it's like, yeah, man, you see, he was looking like the Hulk last year. And I'm like, well, you know, I mean, he didn't really look muscular like, you know, Bill
probably over-exaggerated a little bit because, you know, Bill, man, he like that shock value type shit. But I ain't gonna lie, he do look like a coked-up stripper, man.
Yeah, he do look slim. No, Ryan Garcia do look slim now. He do look slim.
That's why I say Rolly, man, Rolly might have people might be shocked, man. But look, I also want to get your thoughts on this, then I'm gonna go. I don't want to, hold everything up. Yeah. Well, what's your take on Shane Mosley, which is, my favorite fighter of all time, right? Training Devin. Do you think that Devin go, his punching go be a lot better? Because, Shane, he was known for putting them paws on, ask Floyd Mayweather, no disrespect.
Yeah.
You
Shane,
know what I'm saying? Shane can crack.
Yes, it's the key word you said. Shane can crack.
Right.
Devin Haney can't crack. So
yeah, but Shane was saying, because I seen an interview, he was saying that it was a technique type of thing. Like Devin wasn't sitting on the shot. So I wanted to get your take on that. Do you think that Shane go, help him, sit on his shots or whatever, to show that he do got power?
But see, that's the thing.
Because he did hurt Ryan in the fight. He did hurt Ryan. Like, people don't want to talk about that, but he did hurt him.
What round he hurt?
Ryan stumbled.
Some of that left hook? When he made him stumble back? Yeah, I don't.
Yeah.
I don't think he really hurt him though. I think he kind of like stunned him because right when he hit Ryan with the hook, Ryan stumbled after he got punched. Then he went to banging his gloves together and said, "Come on." So
Right,
you get what I'm saying? I know. He stunned him, but I don't think he was really hurt on that. Because he like right after he got hit, and from that left hook by the Devin Haney, and he went back. Yeah. He stumbled back. He immediately said, "Come on!" He banged his gloves together. It wasn't like when he hurt Haney. Haney went to the mat. Haney stumbled and grabbed him. So it wasn't like that. It wasn't like that.
But obviously Haney, he's a better boxer, man. He can beat Ryan easily on points, man. I mean, fuck trying to hurt him, man. Just box his ass up, make him frustrated, let him run into a couple shots, and you got him, boy. He could have made that shit way easier, man. Yeah. And I got Devin, you know what I'm saying, the rematch for sure.
Okay. Well, shout out to Casanova, Louisiana. Stand up, fam. Thank you, brother. Matter of fact, I need to see this picture. I need to see. Let me pull this up. This is funny. This is funny right here. This is funny. These dudes over here.
You got titties now. You didn't have no muscles. Those muscles gone. His voice is gone. Hey, look at it. Hey, talk that shit. This motherfucker is gone. And you can't train that. You can't train that. You motherfucker's gone. You got titties.
Caller, what's the name you calling from?
Yo, what up, Cole Jarvis from Brooklyn, man?
Man, Yamas, what's up, man?
Shoot. What's going on, baby?
Man, where you been at, fam? Man, come on, bro.
Listen, man. I'm on this shit today, man, and I gotta make a comment, man. I had to pull over. I said, I gotta call in, man. I'm still listening. But for some reason, I can't chat. Yeah. But I'm always supporting you, my brother. Matter of fact, my homegirl the other day, she said, yo, you know David Banner? I ain't no goddamn David Banner. You thought you was David Banner. Well, you do look like him a little bit, baby. Listen, man. Listen. All these calls and these comments, that's due to this internet era, man. Yo, Ryan his pedigree is crazy. He's been doing this shit so long at a top level, top amateur, you know what I'm saying? Top professional. Rolly's one of the people, he's inspiring to me because it just proves like if you stick with it, sometimes the stars are aligned, and you get to where you want to be. On some like I always say, like, you know what I'm saying? Like
no, that's true.
I feel like if you stick with it, like even if you late in the game or you don't got the talent, sometimes it'll just go in your favor and things will work out. But you ain't gonna get in there. Don't get me wrong. Anything can happen in boxing, man. Anybody with 2 hands, 2 feet, they could win. But like the fact that people really think that this dude got a shot is crazy to me, man. I see him out of there the first half of the fight, man. Remember how you talking about he got that wide stance?
Yeah, he got that wide stance.
That means you got you can't move around the ring, man. You know what I'm saying? You got no lateral movement when you wide. But he needs to be wide to land his shots. So it's all wrong. The fight's wrong for him. And he don't got the skill level or the talent. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to be out there tomorrow, man, because like they selling 300. They said between 100 and 300 tickets. But I'm going to be out there checking it out on a big screen with my son, man. But I'm going to be out there, man. So
how was your son, man? He doing good?
He doing good, man. He don't like sports, though, man. I don't know, man. He over here getting into it. I'm a big Knicks fan. I like sports, man. This dude want me to buy roadblocks to get him watch the fucking game, man.
Yeah, no, that's how my kids the same way, fam. Like that's how they are. They want roadblocks right now, man. They ain't think about no sports right now. That's all of the kids are like that. All of them are like that, bro. Like for real.
God damn, I gotta bribe you to watch the Knicks game. I don't know, man. But I ain't gonna make it too. I'm pulling over just to call in this time. I said, I gotta call in on this. Listen, all these people talking all this shit, like you said, let that motherfucking house, and you're gonna be homeless, man. Coach, I love you, man. Always a pleasure, man. I look forward to hearing from you again, man. Peace and love, man.
Shout out to my brother, man. Yamas, man. Brooklyn, stand up. Brooklyn's in the house. Man, goddamn Yamas, man. I'm behind this house, my dog, man. For some Yamas, man. Goddamn, man. Yeah, I gotta come back to New York. Caller, what's your name? Where you calling from?
Jamie from New York.
Jamie, talk to me.
Brooklyn in the house, baby.
Yeah, man.
Represent. Hey, man, listen. the people that are saying, you know, Rolly's gonna do this, he's gonna do that, they just talking, man. That's full of shit, bro. I got people at work teasing me, talking about Rolly this, Rolly that, man. I tell them, you wanna make money, put your money on Rolly. It's simple. You know what I mean? They're not willing to bet, bro. You know what I mean? I'm taking all bets, bro. So, but you know, I feel that Rolly has zero skills. You know, the boy's trash. We all know that. No secret. You know, he's one of the worst fighters I ever seen that became champion by cheating. Thanks to that referee that helped him out that night. But yeah, coach, man. You know, when I first heard about this fight, that it was a done deal. First thing that came to mind, mismatch. You know what I mean?
Yes, a mismatch.
Because yeah, bro. Come on, bro. From day one, since the day they signed it on the dotted line, bro. Come on, man. This guy, he has no chance, bro. You know, but you know, it's gonna be an easy night for Ryan. I predict Ryan stops him within 5 rounds. And if Rolly were to win, which I doubt, but anything can happen. We all know that. You know, I'm sure that we're still gonna get that Ryan Garcia and Devin Haney rematch, bro, because that's too big not to happen.
That's going to happen. But, that's going to happen. I really want to see that.
Yeah.
I really want to see that rematch. I really do. To be fair, I want Ryan Garcia and Devin Haney to win tomorrow. Because I think that's what's going to be good for boxing. They win tomorrow, and then now we get to talk about the rematch. Who gonna win? Who gonna do what? This and that. You know. So yeah, I'm looking forward to that.
Big money fight. You know what I mean? And also, they both need this, man. Too much drama going on, bro. We got to, you know what I mean? They got to settle this shit in the ring. But, you know, the fight I'm interested in, it's 2 fights. You know, it's the Haney fight, of course. You know, I want to see how he reacts when his chin gets touched, you know. And the best and toughest fight of the night is the Teal fight. You know, Arnold Barboza, he brings the heat. He's been fighting, you know, and beating tough competition. The man is always the underdog. So right there, I'm gonna root for him tomorrow. He comes to throw his. He went to England not long ago and beat Jack Catterall. You know, tough opponent, tough crowd. The motherfucker got the victory, man. I know he's the underdog. I'm going with him. I don't care how he wins, but again, I hope it's. I wish everybody luck, anyways. But you know, it's gonna be a great event, and I'm happy it's happening in New York. Respect from New York, coach.
All right, salute, fam. Yeah, that's gonna be a good fight, not Jack Catterall, but Teofimo Lopez and Arnold Barboza. Now that's the fight that really intrigues me. I kind of have. Let me see. I kind of have Ryan Garcia winning easily. Devin Haney outboxing Jose Ramirez. You know, again, now I do like Robert Garcia. Robert Garcia is a hell of a trainer. I just think, you know, Jose Ramirez is kind of like past his prime at this point. But I'm anxious to see what Devin Haney is going to look like, you know, because some people feel he might be still shell shocked, you know, from last year. We'll find out. Caller, what's your name? Where you calling from?
Archie from Vegas.
Archie from Vegas, talk to me, fam. I ain't heard from you in a minute, fam.
Yeah, man. You know I gotta represent for my boy. You know what? I die on the sword.
Flatline,
I die on the sword with my boy. I die on the sword. You know what I'm saying? Y'all some hating motherfuckers. You know what I'm saying? But I love y'all motherfuckers.
I ain't gonna lie.
Y'all keeping it real. I love y'all, man. Y'all keeping it real.
Hey, Archie, I gotta confess. I'm a hater. Yeah, I'm a hater. You know that I'm being out with you, dog. I can't lie, but yeah, man. How you been? How you been?
Man, I'm good, man. I'm good. Y'all just been pissing me off, but you know, besides that, I'm good, man. Shit. But nah, man. Hey, man, I just wanted. I don't know if anybody's been saying this about Ryan, man. Ryan's a good fighter. It's cool and shit, but he don't got good head movement. So you always know where his head is at. Dangerous fighting Rolly because he's unpredictable. He throws weirdo shots.
Yeah.
And Ryan don't got quick twitch. He don't got good feet. And he's not good like fighting like in the clinch. He's not strong.
You say Ryan don't have what? You don't have
good
what?
feet. He don't got good feet. He doesn't fight good in the clinch. And he's not strong, and he doesn't have good head movement. And his head is always on the line. So you always know where his head is at. You know what I'm saying? So he has a good fast left hook, and he has a good 1-2, pop, and shit like that. But he could be beat. But Rolly could beat him, man. I don't know, man. Rolly could beat him, man.
So what does Rolly do better than Ryan to where he can pull out the upset? Like you gave me an example. You said Devin. You said Ryan Garcia doesn't have good feet. You said he keeps his head on the line. He doesn't fight good in the clinch. So what is it that Rolly Romero can do to exploit that?
And I said he's not strong.
He's not strong.
Okay. One thing about Rolly is I think Rolly's stronger. I think Rolly he has better imagination. He has better imagination with his punch. How do you say it? With his punch creativity,
punch selection.
He doesn't get tired. He does have lungs. One thing you can say about Big Rolo, the motherfucker got lungs. He does not get tired. Can we agree with that?
Yeah, no, I disagree with that. I mean, every fighter gets tired, but hear me out. You said he's stronger than Ryan Garcia. So how does let's go down this rabbit hole. If he's stronger than Ryan Garcia, explain to me how will Rolly Romero be able to use that strength to help him tomorrow night against Ryan Garcia?
Yeah, he's got to get in his chest. But this is the issue. This is the issue. And I hate to be real, man. I don't want to be real, but I gotta be real. I think he fucked up with the trainer change. I know you guys don't really respect Bullet like that.
Bullet.
I know Salas is a great trainer. I think he might be a Hall of Fame trainer. He's a better trainer than Bullet. But for Rolly, Bullet is a better trainer. He's just better. He's a better trainer. And Rolly changed, his fight style changed a lot when he went with Salas. But I will say this. When he lost to Tank, the first knockout, he was starting to decline. He was starting to change a little bit. He wasn't as aggressive. But then when he changed to Salas, he lost that aggression isn't there. He's not a killer. He got mowed down by Isaac Cruz. Isaac Cruz mowed him down. I don't think that would have happened with Bullet.
So the question is Devin Haney. Rolly Romero is stronger than Ryan Garcia. So how can he capitalize off of Ryan Garcia not having any footwork, not having great defense, keeping his head in the line, and Ryan Garcia being weaker than Rolly Romero? How can he use his strength, because he's stronger, how can he use that to impose his will on Ryan to the point of where he can win the fight? I'm trying to figure that out.
Yeah, I hear you. He's gonna have to fight like the old way he used to fight. The old way. Just moving forward, ugly like y'all say he fought. See, he don't fight nothing like he did when he was with Bullet. He don't fight nothing like that. He's gonna have to go back to that. Moving forward, he got to take a page off. What's his name? Isaac Cruz book. You know what I'm saying? But that's gonna be hard because he doesn't have the chin Isaac got. You know what I'm saying? And he's not as strong as Isaac. Isac's stronger than Rolly. I'll give you that. So yeah, it's gonna be hard. It's gonna be hard. But I'm not scared. I'm not scared of Ryan, man. I'm just not scared of him. I think Rolly got a shot, man.
Do you look at Rolly Romero as being chinny?
Oh yeah. I'm sorry. Yeah, he's definitely chinny. He's definitely chinny. I mean, he got hurt the first 45 seconds in the Isaac Cruz fight. But then in the Barroso fight, the Barroso, the 45-year-old dude he fought, he hurt him too, quick, fast, in a hurry in that fight too. So yeah, he's chinny. he's chinny. I will say this, like I'm all over the place. Like Devin Haney, y'all say he's chinny. Yeah, he's chinny, but Devin Haney got fight. Devin Haney could finish the fight. Rolly not, he can't finish the fight. You know what I'm saying? He ain't like Devin. You know, Devin can finish the fight.
Mm-hmm.
But Rolly he can't finish. If he gets hurt by Ryan, he's not finishing the fight. Like, yeah, man.
All right, well, listen,
I know I was all over the place. I know I was all over the place with that one, but you know what I'm saying?
Look, you ride what you got, man. Listen, man, Archie, one thing I respect about you, bro, you were the first person I've ever heard call this show, and you've been riding with Rolly Romero from the beginning. I remember when the Tank situation, you say flatline. You said Tank, it's gonna be you say Tank, it's gonna be flatline. If Tank mess around and get it twisted. If Tank mess around and get it twisted, doggone, and he slip, it's gonna be a flat line. Yeah. I remember you said that. So
I believe that.
I
believe that. I believe that with my heart too. I believed it with my heart too, bro. I really did. And I'm gonna let you go after this. I'm sorry, man. I'm not trying to hold you up because I know people trying to call.
Yeah.
But everything you said about Tank and that Tank versus Rolly fight, you were right. Like, yeah, you were very accurate with that. Tank was all over the place, talking shit to his mom, talking shit to Bullet, and everybody was saying Rolly was winning that fight. He was, but Tank wasn't like tripping. Like, Tank knew he was gonna get him out of there. He was falling in the trap. Tank knew he was gonna get him out of there.
Yeah.
But all right, I'll let you go, bro.
Shout out to Archie, man. Vegas, man. Shout out to Vegas, man.
Thanks.
Flatline. That's what I'm talking about. Hey, listen. Now, let me tell you something. Archie is a real Rolly Romero fan. This is my guy. I rocks with Archie. When I come to Vegas, I gotta try to call this brother, and we probably can hang out or something. Like this dude, now he crazy now. Archie crazy, but he know Rolly Romero personally. You know, he's a diehard Rolly Romero fan. He support Rolly. You know, and I respect that. I respect that. I respect that. You get what I'm saying? Dude say, yeah, man, y'all hate no Rolly. I ain't gonna lie. I am a Rolly Romero hater. But see, I can admit my hate. That's one thing about me. I'm not gonna act like I don't hate the fighter. And Carl, hold on. I'm not gonna act like I don't hate the fighter. And I'm like, I hate this dude. I don't like this dude. I'm gonna be honest with you. I'm gonna tell you that. I'm gonna tell you that for sure. Carl, what's your name? You calling from?
Well, Coach, is Roach from Houston.
Roach, I'm H-Town. Talk to me, fam.
Yes, sir. What's going on, Coach? Man, long time no talk.
Yeah, I know, man. It's been a long time. I was in your city last month, man.
Yeah, man, I seen that, but I was out of town when you was here, so I definitely wanted to say next time you in the city, we definitely got to get up.
I need to. You know what? I need to. I think they got a festival going down in Houston this month, so I did want to go to that festival, so I might be. I got to find. Let me find out exactly what date the festival is. Try to swing in for the weekend or something.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, just let me know when you're in the city, man. For sure. We definitely get up. Talk some boxing and shit.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Yeah, man. So, now to get to the contents of my car, man. First of all, this is a great weekend for boxing. Shout out to that boy, Big Turkey. You know what I'm saying? He got the game on fire right now.
Yeah, he do.
So, I definitely appreciate that as a boxing fan. I feel like it's getting back kind of to the roots, like the boxing that we used to watch in the 90s and the 2000s where we used to get marquee matchups. You know what I'm saying? So shout out to that. Now, in reference to the fight tomorrow, man, first of all, hey, that boy Lyle Marshall Bill, that nigga is in rare form.
He said, what you say? Liar Marshall Bill.
Liar. Yeah, you remember Fire Marshall Bill?
Yeah, I remember Fire Marshall Bill.
Man,
you call
yeah, Liar Marshall Bill. You know what I'm saying? Hey, man, one thing about it, hey, like you said, hey, that boy gonna stick to that code, man. Yeah, when it comes to fun, hey, I'm sticking to that code. I don't give a fuck.
Yeah,
Bill,
you know what I'm saying? He gonna do that now.
Yeah. Hey, I don't care if Brian dehydrated from trying to make weight. Look how he looked in the fight when he was 175, man. He don't look the same, man. He got, you know what I'm saying? So, hey, he gonna stick to that code, man. But, man, I'm just looking forward to the fight. I do think that Rolly has like a 0.005% chance to win just because what we do know about Ryan Garcia is he keeps his head on the pads dispenser.
Yeah.
So, you know, there's a very slight chance that Rolly Romero could hit him with some crazy ass attack. But besides that, I do feel like Ryan Garcia gonna get him out of there probably sometime within 6 to 8. So, like everybody is saying, the main fight. Hey man,
oh boy, let me tell you something.
But every time he talks,
Bill gonna want to pull up on you. You ever call and you on the phone? If he probably ain't hearing it now, but if he hear it, he can be like, oh, and for that, and for that chump from Houston who called me Lyle Marshall Bill, he must be a supporter of the drug chief Ryan Garcia. Oh man, bro, listen. But hey, man, Bill Haney pulling up on old men, 72-year-old men from DC and everything. He ain't playing, bro. He pulling up.
Hey, you see what happened when Oscar De La Hoya rose up out that seat, though.
Yeah,
if I gotta raise up again, it's gonna be trouble. You know what I'm saying? He sat his ass down. But the crazy thing about it is I actually fuck with Devin Haney. Devin Haney is actually one of my favorite young fighters.
Yeah.
Like he really showed me something in that Ryan Garcia fight.
Yeah, he kept
against our Lords. He kept getting up.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? He was getting smacked. And what people decline to mention is he was actually winning rounds. You know what I'm saying? He really won a lot of those rounds. It's just, you know, every time Ryan Garcia reached out and touched him, he couldn't stay on his feet.
He lost a majority. He lost a majority decision. One judge had it a draw, and I think the only rounds he lost were the rounds he got knocked down in. He got knocked down 3 times.
Yeah.
I think those are the only rounds he lost. So
yeah, I mean, you know, from the cards, the fight was a lot closer than people are treating. Now, of course, we saw him get his ass whooped. You know what I'm saying? But I do feel like he showed us a lot in that fight. But the last thing I wanted to say before I freed it up, oh my bad. But the last thing I wanted to say before I freed it up is, man, damn, what was I about to say? Oh, the Teofimo Honor Barbosa fight, man, that is a great one.
It is.
I feel like it's probably about 60-40 Teo, but I do feel like boys kind of sleep on Honor Barbosa, and I feel like he has a chance to make the fight, you know, real interesting. Well, appreciate you taking my call, Coach, man. I've been locked in. Even though I haven't been calling, I've been listening almost every day, man. Hey, keep cooking, bro.
Salute,
appreciate
fam.
you. Best boxing show on YouTube.
Shout out to Rose, man. Houston stand-up H-Town. Yeah, hold on, wait a minute. Y'all wait a minute. Let's listen. Let me get the super chats and then let's listen to this. Because this was funny. I'm not even gonna lie. Shout out to Victor. Dropping our quarter of a dub. He said, did I miss y'all talk about Teo versus Barbosa? No, we haven't spoke about it yet. He said, I want to hear your thoughts. Teo is going to break down Barbosa and stop him by round 10. Okay. Teo gonna break him down. Shout out to Victor again. Dropping that quarter of a dub. He say Ryan doesn't have a quick twitch. Yeah, he say this dude is a Haney fan. Yeah, Ryan Garcia does have a quick twitch. Like everybody knows that. That's what he's known for. He has twitchy muscles. That's why. Carla, hold on. That's why Devin Haney wasn't able to keep getting hit with that hook when he landed. Ryan was disguising it very well. It was once he got a range, he'll hook it. And he hooked based on what he sees. He's watching you. If you drop that lead hand a little too low and he closes that distance, once he measures, like Ryan Garcia was doing this, once he got close, he'll measure it. And then as soon as Devin Haney flinches to try to throw something, he hooks off the extension of the jab. That's it. Like, you know what I mean? And it was catching Devin clean. So he definitely has twitchy muscles. He say, answer the question, bro. Is Rolly winning? Carla, what's your name? Where you calling from?
Hey, what's going on, Coach? It's Mayo from the Shot.
Mayo, Chi-Town, talk to me, brother.
Hey, what's going on? So for tomorrow, I got Barboza beating Teo by split decision. I think it's going to be close. I got Barboza. I got Haney beating Ramirez, and I got Ryan beating Rolly. But to answer the main question, the part of the show, what can Rolly do? Can he win? The best thing I see for him to do is when the referees are in the locker room going over the rules, he stresses to the referee about Ryan doing the booty roll. Because we were seeing Ryan doing it, give up his ass. Yeah. And it's like, you look at the Delorte fight, you look at the even the sparring with Ryan and Rolly, like in the pocket.
When that was? What year that was?
That was like 8 years ago. But still, like,
Yeah.
the Duarte fight was like last year.
Yeah.
It was like the same thing. Like when you get close to Ryan, he fight tall. He like just
No, well, no,
awkward.
I think the Duarte
so
fight was 2023, I think. He only had one fight last year against Devin Haney, and he would guess what? He was doing the booty roll in that fight. So
exactly
what I was trying to explain to Bill, when I get what he's saying, well, Ryan won because of the Osterine. Look how he looked last year, bro. If you look at that fight again, Ryan Garcia lost quite a few rounds, and he looked terrible in that fight. Like what stood out in the fight was when he was able to get his second win or whatever, he was landing that hook. The first 30 seconds of the fight, hack up, he caught Devin Haney with the hook. And then after that, some time went by, and then he ended up dropping him a couple of times, I think, in one round. Then he dropped him again in another round. So he dropped him like what? Probably 3 times. But he hurt him in the first round, stuff like that. And then other rounds, when Devin Haney got up on him and was finally able to get in there, Ryan Garcia turned his back, do the booty roll. Devin Haney is punching him in the back on his side. So that dude didn't look spectacular last year at all, bro. I'm like, Bill might disagree with that, but I'm like, nah, bro. He was doing the booty roll in the fight against Devin Haney. Go ahead, man. Sorry about that. Go ahead.
Yeah. That's what I'm saying. Like, when Duarte was really beating Ryan Nash, but the referee, because, he's A-side in that fight, his Golden Boy fight, they was letting him get away with that stuff. Devin Haney fight, they was letting him get away with that too. I'm like, that ain't proper. You just giving up your back like that. You ain't supposed to do that.
Yeah.
Well, Rolly expressed that to the judges. If Rolly get on the inside of the hood, he chest to chest, smother him, because I think Rolly chinny too. So I mean,
Rolly is chinny. Rolly is definitely chinny. I mean, we got we got several examples. He's definitely chinny. Jackson Marinez stunned him. Let's see, Tank put him to sleep. Well, he got up, but he ended up getting counted out. The referee stopped it. Grandpa Smurf had him rocking all over the ring. Rolly Romero had him rocking all over the ring. No, he's chinny. He's definitely chinny. He got a weak chin. Rolly Romero has a weak chin.
Well, to be fair, like most of those fighters he got hurt by did have power. Like that old dude was punching, Tank Davis punching, and shit, Ryan Garcia gonna be punching. But the Pitbull Cruz one though, that was like revealing. Like I don't even think Pitbull hit like that for real, but he was fucking Rolly up. So Rolly can get to the inside, smother that power. Ryan Garcia, he fights so tall, he look awkward. You see how he look when people up on him. Like he cover up, he turning his back and shit.
Yeah.
Like fucking hit a rabbit punch him. That's the best shot he got. Smother him, go on the inside and bang him out. But yeah. That's my call, coach.
All right, salute, fam. I can give Rolly some pointers. On this. Rolly Romero, this is the question, the answer I was looking for any Rolly Romero supporters is this. This is how your guy, because ain't no one else is saying it. So I'm gonna just say it. I'm gonna give you a boxing example of how Rolly Romero can get on the inside in order to go to work to Ryan Garcia's body. Rolly Romero is going to have to double and triple the jab to get on the inside. Let's say I was to take the argument that the brother who called the show, Archie, he said Ryan Garcia goes straight back in the line. He keep his head on the line. Okay, cool. Let's say I was to go with that. If he keeps his head on the line, and the only way that the best way for Rolly Romero to get on the inside is through the jab. If you double the jab to close the distance while you're stepping forward and triple the jab to get on the inside, you use the jab as a distraction in order to land the backhand to the body. If your goal is to work Ryan Garcia's body, you're going to have to do it through the jab. Only problem is that's not the type of fighter that Rolly Romero is. So the way he's going to get on the inside is he's probably going to go forward without working behind the jab. He's going to have that wide base. And the reason why he has a wide base is because Rolly Romero likes to try to do the shoulder roll. He has his version of the shoulder roll he likes to do. So he had a wide base. If you try to rush come in there on him, he like to turn his shoulder to try to block. And then he like to shoot the bolo punch off the shoulder roll. He tries to do the pull counter. You block with the shoulder, then he tries to do the pull counter. That's what he tries to do. I'm gonna help you Rolly Romero fans out. So And he always fight like that. Once Rolly Romero is shinny. Once he get hit one good time, we might see a similar performance when he was fighting Usman Barroso, but this time he probably won't get stopped. He's shinny. He's been dropped on multiple occasions. He can't take a good punch. You get what I'm saying? You know, if you feel that right, if you feel Devin Haney is shinny, surely you must know for a fact that Rolly Romero is shinny. So yeah, that's how your boy can do it. Double and triple the jab. Work behind the jab while stepping forward. That's called closing the distance. You close the distance by stepping behind the jab. If he closes the distance without working the jab, he's going to walk into left hooks and right crosses and even jabs. So he needs to work behind the jab, double the jab, triple the jab. I'm going to give you a perfect example. We saw a fight about 2-3 weeks ago with Raymond Ford fought a guy from Cincinnati, Ohio, or somewhere in Ohio, Cleveland, or whatever the case may be. Black dude. I think he was on the he was an undercard fight or whatever, if I'm not mistaken. The dude that Raymond Ford was fighting, he kept pulling straight back in the line. Raymond Ford worked behind the jab in order to set up all types of shots, counter shots, hooks to the body, uppercuts, right crosses, all kind of things. When that dude pulled straight back, he doubled, he shoot the jab out there, but he was backing up. He missed with the jab. He doubled he did a follow-up with the jab. Sometimes he landed the jab, bap. Sometimes he missed. But because Buddy was going straight back in the line, guess what Raymond Ford do? Let me throw another jab out there. So he tripled the jab. So he may miss the first one, land the second one, or he may miss the first and the second one and land the third one. But he used the jab as a distraction to get in there while moving his feet forward. Then once he got in there, then he was able to open up offensively, slip, roll, counter, catch, shoot, block, parry, stuff like that, sidestep, and then maneuver. There you go. True. Only problem is Rolly Romero don't have the skill set that Raymond Ford has. He doesn't. It's going to come back down there. He doesn't have the skill set. He doesn't have a skill set. This is a cherry pick. This is going to be an easy fight for Ryan Garcia. Let's see. Oh, I already read that. And man, shout out to the super chatters, man. Y'all know what time it is. We got to give the super chatters. Hold on. We got to get the super chatters. Hit the super chatters with the huggy bell.
Down from the bar, there's a platform stage. People pimping, sharp as razor blades.
Let's get it. Let's go.
You got titties now. You can't talk. Those muscles gone. His voice is gone. Hey, look at that. Hey, talk that shit. This motherfucker is gone. And you can't train that. You can't train that jaw. You motherfucker gone. You got titties now.
Hey, check this out. Hey, y'all see Bill?
You can't talk. Those muscles gone.
Y'all see Bill sitting there smiling? No, we call Bill the great agitator, the instigator, the agitator. You know what I mean? You know, here you go. So here you go.
Hey, look at that. Hey, talk that shit. This motherfucker is gone. And you can't train that. You can't train that jaw. You motherfucker gone. You got titties.
Hey, he said Ryan Garcia got titties now. You know what Ryan got? Do you know what Devin got that from? Devin got that from Bill. Bill was the one that say he got titties. You want to know how I know? This how I know. Radio. Shout out to on Radio Raheem and Seconds Out. Him and Bill Haney.
I couldn't wait to talk to you because listen.
Are you rolling? Wait, are you rolling?
Listen. Yes. Seconds Out with Radio. I couldn't wait to talk to you because I saw that you got it. It's not the same Ryan Garcia, is it?
That why I should hope it's not the same Ryan Garcia.
Personally, he's the same Ryan Garcia. But the body frame, do you see how? Take a look. Did you see how flabby and how small it is? That's not 7 more pounds worth of muscle. That's not 7 more pounds worth of hydration. That's 7 pounds worth of flab. And what is it?
Well, why do you think that is, Bill?
What was it? What do you think?
This nigga full of shit. Bill hated full of shit. Bill hated full of shit. This nigga. Hey, hold on now. Wait a minute now. Bill got a point. Now, hold on. Ryan Garcia don't look muscular like he did last year now. Ryan Garcia do not look muscular. Last year, he looked like the Hulk. This year, he looked like David Banner. What happened? Let's go.
Well, you taking a good look at it. Does that look like the same? You were there.
Well, I should say, he said he was drinking and smoking and up all night and partying.
Looks like he hasn't stopped drinking and smoking. Looks like he's, huh?
I mean, I don't know, Bill. Guys grow, it's been a year. Maybe he's put on some natural man weight.
Did he get any bigger or did he get smaller though, Radio Raheem? Tell the fans. From what we're seeing. Because we get a chance to see it right here live, so we'll let the people know. What do we see?
We will show the media workout, and it will be up to the fans to decide.
Your opinion. What do you think you saw? Because
hey, let's shout out to Heavy Chevy. Hey, Bill on this. Hold on, wait a minute now. Hold on. You see what I'm saying? Do you see what I'm seeing? Wait a minute now. See, hold on. I want y'all to look. Do you see what I'm seeing? Does that look like the same Ryan? He look a lot smaller. I'm just saying. You know what? You make a valid point. He do look smaller. What you trying to say? I'm just saying. Now we enrolled in bottle 365, 7 days a week, 365. I'm just saying now. The man look a lot smaller. Last year he looked like the Hulk. Now he look like David Banner. True. Bruce Banner.
I didn't see the same fighter. I seen a fighter that's not as chiseled, a fighter that's not as aggressive. And Ryan, you done lost your confidence. Live right here with Radio Raheem. He doesn't look the same. And we're going to handle our business with Jose Ramirez.
Yeah.
And if he gets through Rolly Romero, we're going to tax his ass. That Ryan Garcia in October.
He said if he get past Rolly Romero. Hold on. What?
Yeah.
And if he gets through Rolly Romero, we're going to tax his ass.
If he gets through Rolly Romero, what, bro? Like, I'm gonna be honest with you, fam. Like, now this is why I think the propaganda going at with Bill. If he get by Rolly Romero, bro, I think a lot of the Devin Haney fans, because of what Bill is saying, they taking that and running with it. Yo, man, we got to see where Rolly, what he gonna do with Rolly? Yo, he ain't on that Osterine no more. I'm trying to tell you now, Rolly Romero got a shot, and I'm like. I said, listen to Bill. They listening to Bill. Bill got him hyped up.
That Ryan Garcia in October.
You're in the awkward position of having to root for Ryan because you want that rematch. He's got to win on Friday.
I'm a boxing fan, and I'm not for no cheating, right? I know that's not the same guy. That's not the same body type. I wanted to see it. That's not the same body as 7 more pounds from 140. He got titties. He should be have titties.
So that's what Devin Haney got that from. He got titties. They say Ryan is suffering from a bad case of gyno. Gyno is man boobs. So he got man boobs. So this is what Bill is saying. He said the man got titties. So let's go back over here.
You got titties now.
Y'all heard Devin Haney say?
You got titties now. You don't have no muscles. Those muscles gone.
He ain't got no muscles. His muscles gone. That's Bill Haney. Bill is the one that said all of that. Look at the other videos prior to this press conference. Bill is the one that said all that. Yeah, man, the man got titties. He ain't got no muscles no more. Man, Dale. You ain't gonna believe this, Dale. Yeah, Dad. What's going on, Dad? Dale, look at this picture. What is it? What do you see? Do you see anything different in this picture? No, that's Ryan with his shirt off. Okay, Deb, look, you ain't paying attention. Now let's look at the picture from last year. This is what he looked like last year when you fought him. This is what he's looking like right now. Now that he's not on the Osterine, he getting tested 365. Now he's weighing 7 more pounds. He looked a lot bigger at 140 something, you know, when you fought him last year around this time, then he is looking today, and he's 7 pounds heavier. Do you notice the difference? Look at his chest, son. He got titties. Dad, you right. He do have titties. And where is his muscles at, son? He ain't got no muscles no more. You see, I told you. Dad, you're right.
True.
Yeah, that's matter of fact, hold on. Let me pull up a side-by-side comparison. Let's pull up the side-by-side comparison. Let me see, can I pull that up? Somebody got it.
Hey, look at it. Hey, talk that shit. This motherfucker's gone. And you can't train that. You can't train that jaw. You motherfucker's gone.
Hey, so that Ryan Garcia said you can't train that. You can't train that jaw. Hey, this is so disrespectful. Ain't nobody paying attention to Jose Ramirez. Ain't nobody paying attention to Rolly Romero. Listen, automatically it's Ryan Garcia and Devin Haney arguing and going back and forth with each other because that's the storyline. There's no storyline with Rolly. There's no storyline with Teofimo Lopez or Arnold Barbosa. Well, it is a storyline, but no one really care about it. You get what I'm saying? The storyline, you can tell you can tell the two biggest fighters on this card, they are the ones who taking the show. Devin Haney and Ryan Garcia. We ain't hear nothing. Listen, we ain't hear nothing about Rolly Romero. Hey, what you say? Laylo say that rematch about to be huge. Facts. It's good. That rematch gonna be huge. I totally agree.
You got titties now.
Hold on, here you go. Hold on. Let's see what's up. Now they say Oscar De La Hoya was about to pull up himself. They say Oscar was finna pull up.
You got lingerie under your suit. You got lingerie under your suit.
What next gonna happen? What next?
Oh my God, he's unlucky.
Now you know the crazy part about it. Listen, Bill Haney and Oscar De La Hoya live in the same neighborhood. They live in the same subdivision. Oscar De La Hoya said that Bill Haney is the president of the neighborhood watch in their community in Henderson, Nevada. They live in the same community. If they wanted to fight, they could have been through hands. If that's what they wanted to do. Carla, what's your name? You calling from?
What's happening, Chad? This is Mr. T.Y.
Mr. T.Y., talk to me.
All right, I got a couple of questions for you, Coach. Do you think Ryan has better defense than Gervonta Davis?
They got different styles. No, I don't think he got better defense than Gervonta Davis. But Gervonta Davis is a shorter fighter, and Ryan is a taller fighter. So, it just depends on who he fights. And stuff like that. How would it look? But I won't say he has better defense than Gervonta Davis. I wouldn't say that.
Okay, when you think of Ryan, I'm recognizing the hype now. Let me tell you what I did as a boxing fan. I challenge any real boxing fan to do this. You know what I did? I opened up the first round of Ryan versus Gervonta and the Ryan versus Devin. Only the first round, and I did a split screen. I played them both at the same time. Now the intensity when your Ryan came out on juice. Your boy came out banging his gloves. You don't see like when you watch the Gervonta again. It's a split screen. Ryan ain't got none of that energy. So again, the tapping the gloves, the banging the gloves. People thought Manny was on the boost juice at one time, and Manny was infamous for banging the gloves. Again, it gets your circulation going. And your boy came out full throttle. If you compare the movement, the intensity, even the jabbing, the punch count, everything, it was a slow first round against Gervonta. Super slow. But against Devin, your boy was raging. But the beautiful thing about it, even though he was raging, he rocked Devin. Like, I guess he hit him with a big shot. Devin recovered. Your boy got an iron chin. You want to sleep. You want to talk about chin. Your boy Ryan looked real tender in the middle. But when we seen him take knees from being tender in the middle. But I'm gonna keep going, right?
Let me. I'm gonna let you keep going. Let me address this. Well, I got again. I'm not a Ryan Garcia fan at all. I don't like the guy, but
I see No Cap Entertainment say call seeking fact.
To give you some pushback, Ryan Garcia fought at a rehydration clause, and he fought Ryan Tank at a catch weight. So I think that would.
Right.
I think that would add a lot to do.
That out there.
Yeah. I mean, but you can't ignore that though. You can't ignore that. Like that. That's a factor. That's a factor.
Yo, coach. All respect, and I know you're the coach, and this is your show, but I know you had a Joker card or ace card for Ryan. I knew you were going to throw the hydration out there. So let me just say this. When Terrence Crawford was smaller, if you look at any of his first round, your boy was consistent as far as his movement in every first round, whatever size he was, whether he had to move up or move down. So I'm not giving Ryan no excuses.
When did Crawford move down for a fight, though? He's never moved down for a fight.
I'm just talking about. I don't want to change lanes. You know, I want to stay right in this avenue right here. So I just want to finish. I'll land my plane. Now, when you look at that, the beautiful thing, even though he was on the boost juice coming into the fight against Devin, and he did hit him with that good shot. Devin recovered. That's one. But then Devin started to counter. Even though your boy was on steroids and full of adrenaline, Devin was still able to get in there and rock him. He even had him curl up. He halfway booty turned in that fight, in that round. He didn't do the full booty turn, but he halfway did it. But I'm saying Devin was so skilled, he was still able to compete with a juicer that was full of juice. He ain't never been that fast. He ain't never been that strong. And I'm gonna land here. Yo, Ryan hit Devin with every power knockout punch he did in previous fights, and Devin got up from all of them.
Yeah,
he took the power knockout shot that every other one. Ryan got 20 knockouts.
So
all 20 of those dudes, he caught the same shot on his chin from every 20 of those fighters, and he got up and went to the 12th round. Devin is a legend. You better respect. I know it's the trend right now to hate on him, but this is why I advocate for my people, Joe. Your boy is a legend. And they want to tarnish names like they did Wilder. They try to do Mayweather. They try to do Ali. They try to do all the greats.
Who is they? Who is they?
Devin's going to be a great.
Who is they? Who is they? Mr. T.Y.
Yes, sir.
No, I'm asking you. Who is they? You say they tried to tell Devin down.
All the haters. Yeah. You said, they what? I'm sorry. I didn't mean.
No. You okay? You said they trying to repeat what you just said. They trying to tear Devin Haney down, or
I said there's a lot of people trying to tarnish his legacy. They talking about the boy's chin. He's broken after that weak ass fight. Come on, we've seen plenty of people get KO'd. What's the young buck?
Hey, you know what? Hey, you know what? You make. I mean, you brought up something very interesting. So Devin Haney was able to take those punches from Ryan Garcia, who was on Osterman. He was on Osterman, and he was able to get up, and he won a lot of rounds in that fight. You know, I think the only rounds he lost were the ones that he got dropped in. You know, I think that's
the late rounds. The bruise juice kicked in a little bit more.
Well, he won the first round. He won that round.
That round was close. Everybody want to count that one big shot, but after that big shot, your boy was curling up and backing up. Right? Devin was chasing them down the other half of that round. I don't know why you missed that part. I don't know why you missed that part, brother. Watch it again. And the two first rounds that I watched, I had both screens on mute. That's the difference. That's the difference. Hold on.
I was there.
I had both screens on mute.
I was there, fam.
All on mute. All on mute.
So did Ryan Garcia win the first round, or we didn't win it? What you think?
I give it a split. I mean, if you want to count the big shot,
that was the only. I mean, shot,
you got to take away from the bussy roll. The bussy roll took away from the big shot. If he did more big shots to the end of the round, he didn't bussy roll. He halfway bussy rolled. So it takes away from the big shot, and to be honest with you. You can't hit somebody big and then turn around and stick your ass. So it takes away from the highlight. You gotta count the whole 3 minutes. You know? You gotta count the whole 3 minutes, man. I ain't going on the 2 seconds that's like when Ryan landed that shot. That's it. We can't just do that. Nah. we gonna count the 3 minutes.
So how come
I watch fights on mute. I don't just look for what the commentators are talking about.
So how come Ryan Garcia wasn't able to knock out Devin Haney and he had all his juice in his system?
He's not that strong. And Haney got an iron chin. The boy is tested. Yeah. The boy is tested and true. Give him his respect. Listen, boy.
Hey, Mr. T-Y, man, you is hilarious, dog.
People, the dude is so good. People mail him belts. Lomachenko put his shit in the FedEx box. He was like, I want no smoke. I'm gonna just send it to him. The boy is good. Watch. And he's young. He's still moving. Right. I'm gonna celebrate our heroes.
All right. Well, look, man. Shout out. Hold on. I got a question for you. I was watching the video. I was watching the video by a brother by the name of Barbershop Conversation. Not Barbershop Conversation. Reggie Owens. Reggie Owens, right? I think his name Barbershop Conversations or something like that. Boxing with Reggie Owens.
It was recent or old?
Recent. Yesterday. He did a show last night. And he spoke about how some brothers, I'm gonna be respectful, some brothers are dissing Derrick James, calling Derrick James a coon. They're saying that Derrick James is a coon because he's training Ryan Garcia. He's just a trainer. Right. You get what I'm saying? Now, the same group of people, they loved Derrick James a few years ago. They even created an award for him, giving him Trainer of the Year. ESPN gave him Trainer of the Year in 2022. He's trained Errol Spence, the Charlos. But those same people, now they have turned on Derrick James because they made a pact with the Haneys, and they look at Derrick James as being the ops. So now they're saying he's a coon for training Ryan Garcia for the second time. How do you feel about that?
Well, off the top, nicknames and all those labels don't mean shit to me. A lot of people don't even know where the term coon comes from. They don't read a lot of books. They don't. Yeah. Ops and shit. That shit is pop culture terminology. Yeah. James, he's just a brown man. He's sitting next to a kid that cheated and was suspended for a whole year, but Derrick James is doing something wrong, right? And he's the one that showed up. Ain't no other coach showed up for Ryan. Ain't nobody showed up for Ryan but his promoter. And you want to blame James? Blame him. I don't care. James, he paid his dues. He's not a loud verbal type guy like Abel Sanchez. Nobody complained that Abel Sanchez was talking for Golovkin. Like he was a promoter. He was just a trainer. He didn't even have authority to talk as much as he did, but he spoke everywhere. He spoke everywhere about everyone, even other fighters. And he was a coach. But no one said nothing about it because they glorified Triple G or Little G, whatever people want to call him. So Derrick James, again, he has history with Ryan, and he probably just took the bag. Yeah. I don't know. I don't know what their camp look like. I haven't been in their camp, so I don't know the chemistry between them. I don't know if Ryan's listening. I don't know if James could just be a prop. Ryan could be telling him how he's going to train, and James was like, I'm here with you. Because he needs somebody with him. He ain't got nobody. Yeah. The boy's a cheater.
All right. Well, listen, man. Mr. T.Y., man, I appreciate you, bro.
I don't do rumors. Respect.
All right, salute, fam. Salute. Shout out to Mr. T.Y. Yeah, I don't want nobody thinking I'm capping. Hey, I'm gonna drop the video. I don't want nobody thinking I'm capping. Now, I'm gonna show y'all the video. Wait a minute. Now this the video right here they talking about. They mad at Derrick James. When I say they, I'm talking about the Shea Butter Laptop Revolutionaries. Let's go.
Are you doing the weight cut this time, sir? I know you're a legendary trainer, love you to death, but is Derrick James doing the weight cut this time so it's no confusion?
I believe he asked if you'd be handling the weight cut this time around for Ryan Garcia. I believe he asked if you'd be handling the weight cut for Ryan Garcia this time around.
Good. Good. Huh?
We'll move on.
Is he going to be clean this fight? Let's ask some real questions. Ask him, is he going to be clean this fight? Is Derrick James going to make sure that he's clean?
Hold on.
Damn you, ESPN. Damn you, ESPN. Derrick seems like he's done talking.
All right. Caller, what's your name? Where you calling from?
Rod, Texas.
Rod from Texas. Talk to me.
Hey, what's up, man? Good show. Fun weekend, man. Can't wait. Yeah, I just jumped on, man. Who's that? TJ, JT that you were not going back and forth with?
Oh, you talking about Mr. T? No, Mr. TY, man. Mr. TY.
Oh, Mr. TY. Oh man, that guy's funny, bro. That guy's hilarious. I liked how you weren't disagreeing with him necessarily, but you weren't going along with what he was saying. Appreciate it. So he started referring to Ryan as your boy, and he started throwing the narratives out there.
Yeah, no,
it's
Ryan.
just funny, man. It's just like
Ryan.
he's
Ryan ain't my boy.
hyper. Yeah, no, but that's how he was kind of painting it because you weren't agreeing totally with him. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But I don't know, Devin. The jig is up, man. He's always been bigger than guys, and a lot of these guys when they reach a certain level, you see knockouts go away because all these guys are at a higher level. So of course, when Ryan and Devin face off, you're not gonna see as many stoppages once these guys start facing each other.
Mm-hmm.
But the difference is Ryan beat the shit out of him. I mean, that was a game plan thing. Osprey, no Osprey, that was an ass whooping off of Devin not being able to block left hook. If anything, Ryan looked like shit because you could tell he was soft in the midsection. He didn't take training seriously. Mm-hmm. His game plan was off. He was turning his back. Like, imagine a locked-in Ryan. I don't even like Ryan, but I think Ryan beats him 10 out of 10 times. And I don't think Devin's going to ever take that fight because if he does, like, he'll never recover, ever. Because if they do VADA testing and Ryan comes out with the same kind of conclusion, and don't forget, the referee helped. He didn't count, like, 3 knockdowns, I believe. Like, the ref was in there helping Devin. Because, of course, Devin's the establishment. Devin's the guy he's had everything, a lot of things given to him.
Well, okay, you say Devin is the establishment. What do you mean by that?
Well, he's privileged. He was the guy they wanted to give. I mean, that's why they gave him the Loma fight. He lost that fight. They gave it to him because he's the establishment dude. He's a privileged guy. He got a loss taken off in Mexico. He got the loss taken off with Ryan was whatever, Austrian or Austrian. He got the weakest champion in undisputed history with Cambosis, and that's on Teo because Teo dropped the ball. So this guy he's overpaid by Eddie because Eddie didn't know the Western market that these guys can't draw flies of shit. So he was severely overpaid. So the dude's been privileged, man. And I give props to his dad. He's a good manager. His dad's a good manager. I don't like him, but he's a good manager. I'll give him that.
I mean, do you feel that
these hyper guys, man? That dude is so sensitive, like the way in his argument, you can tell, man, like, bro, that's like unhealthy. Like when he's gonna lose, he's not gonna be able to compete at the higher weight where he's gonna come in the same size as these other fighters. Like, look at his career. So when he starts taking L's, and he might even you'll get the win on. I think he's gonna win the weekend, but I don't think he's gonna look good.
Okay,
you're gonna see these dudes scale it back.
You're saying that he's privileged. Okay, I can agree with that to a degree.
Yeah.
Is Ryan Garcia privileged as well?
Yes and no. Because the thing is, I mean, he was given a week suspension, but the thing is, I've been to a Ryan fight. I didn't think a crowd was going to show up. Yo, this guy drew a big crowd. I mean, I'm talking about a diverse crowd. Ryan brings fans. You know what I mean? Devin doesn't have a fan base. Like, Ryan brings fans. So people are going to have a little more leverage when they have that. So both are. I don't think either one of them is a world level guy, an elite guy. But, yeah, man, it's crazy, man. I don't think they're going to fight again. I'd rather see Teo fight Ryan. I think that'd be a better fight, a better build up. It's just, we'll see, man. I'll put me down for Devin winning and looking really bad. He's going to go back to his jab and clinch, jab and clinch, jab and clinch. Watch. So that's all I got, man. I can't wait, though. We'll see.
All right, salute, Phil. Oh my God. Yeah, listen, you see, this is where I'm confused at, right? This is where I'm confused at. All right. Now, somebody please help me. Somebody help me with this. Again, I'm not a bright guy. I'm not the sharpest butter knife in the kitchen drawer. I'm not the brightest light bulb in the ceiling. But I have a master's degree in common sense. I want y'all to follow me. Okay, Devin Haney is a privileged fighter. He had a loss removed in Mexico. I still have not seen receipts on that. I've heard people talk about it. I've heard Regis Prograde mention this, but no one has shown me in the receipts saying that he had a loss removed in Mexico. I haven't seen it. I'm just being honest with you. I like to deal with tangible, something that can be proven. That's how I am. I like to, show me that the water is wet. Show me that you have the money in your pocket. Like, show me something tangible. That's one. Two, he said Devin Haney is a privileged fighter. I can agree with that too. I can agree with that. I believe that Ryan Garcia is a privileged fighter as well. Gervonta Tank Davis is a privileged fighter. Canelo Alvarez is a privileged fighter. So when we're talking about privilege, I'm like, okay, cool. You say he's a privileged fighter? Fine, I ain't got no problem with that. But we're going to deal with specifically with Devin Haney. In one breath, this is the problem this is where I'm confused at. Devin Haney fans and supporters feel that Devin Haney is being oppressed. They feel that he is a victim of racism, white supremacy, the system that Bill Haney talks about, that he's battling within the sport of boxing. Bill been on this show. He said, yeah, we doing it independently. We not locked down with one promoter. We work with everybody. We're doing it our way, and I'm fighting against the machine. That's what Bill Haney said right here on this show and on several podcasts, the Boxing Boys and everything. So how can you be privileged in one breath, but yet fighting against the machine of boxing in another breath? So if you privileged, you wouldn't have to fight with the machine. You would be the chosen one of the machine. Very similar to what people say with Saul Canelo Alvarez. So the machine, a pretty much white, non-black ran sport or whatever. Of course, we got Al Heyman and stuff like that. A black fighter, his supporters feel that he's oppressed, especially the LDBC. Oh man, look how the system doing our people. Look how they doing us. But this guy said that he's privileged. So I'm trying to figure out which one is it. Is he, if you talk to the Shea Butters say Devin Haney is oppressed, the man doing them wrong. He had to sign a slave contract in order to become undisputed in Australia. That doesn't sound like a privileged man. Now, even though he's privileged to me, because he still made millions of dollars. But that's neither here nor there. I'm going down this rabbit hole. One side say he's not privileged because he's being oppressed. They doing him wrong. Ryan called to say the man privileged. But then when I asked him, is Devin Haney or Ryan Garcia privileged? He said, yeah and no. So how can a non-African American Ryan Garcia, the guy who's a bigger draw than Devin Haney, not be privileged? Yeah and no. But Devin Haney, the guy who is hated by everybody because of his father, so to speak, or whatever the case may be, promoters don't like his dad, or whatever the case may be, he's more privileged than Ryan Garcia. Like, again, my GED education is not allowing me to process that. Someone please make that make sense to me. Just make it make more sense to me, because I'm not grasping it. But true. Because if you talk to the Shea Butters, they gonna say something totally different. If you talk to the Shea Butters. Anyways, let's continue.
Ryan, you're hearing this all across.
Are you doing the weight cut this time, sir? I know you're a legendary trainer, love you to death, but is Derek James doing the weight cut this time, so it's no confusion?
I believe he asked if you'd be handling the weight cut this time around for Ryan Garcia. I believe he asked if you'd be handling the weight cut for Ryan Garcia this time around.
Good.
All right, so I'm hearing that Derek James is getting talked about real bad. Shout out to F Your Feelings. He said talking about, let me see, what did brother say? F Your Feelings, what you say, fam? F Your Feelings say talking about privilege. Ryan is not even supposed to be fighting right now. He should be banned for 2-3 years. 100. F Your Feelings. Let me ask you a question. You said that Ryan Garcia should be banned for 2-3 years. What are you basing that on, sir? That's one. I'm gonna ask you two questions. What are you basing that on? Now I know what you're gonna say. You basing it on because he got popped cheating. Totally agree with you on that. But a punishment was handed down. He had to pay a fine, and he was suspended for a year. You're saying that he should be suspended for 2-3 years. So my question is, can you give me some examples of other fighters who got popped for the first time using PEDs that got suspended 2-3 years on their first time getting popped? I'm gonna help you out. Did Jarrell Big Baby Miller get suspended for 2-3 years when he got popped for PEDs the first time? What about Roy Jones? What about who's recent? Canelo Alvarez. What about the fighter who, what's my main man name? So-called Steve Nelson fought last year on the Madrimal Terrence Crawford fight. The guy that he fought popped dirty for PEDs. He still got knocked out. What fighters? I think Tyson Fury got popped dirty. I don't know what his punishment was. I think Tyson Fury retired or something, right? Hey, didn't Tyson Fury retire or something? He got popped, but he had nandrolone in his system. He said he got it from boar's meat or something like that. He didn't rematch Vladimir Klitschko because he got popped dirty. But I don't know how long he was suspended. His first time popping. Was that his first time? First or second time? I don't know. I remember Jarrell Miller. I know Sugar Shane back in the day, but I don't know how long he got. I don't know what type of punishment he received after Oscar, because I think Sugar Shane got popped. He got popped dirty on was that the Oscar De La Hoya fight? I think that was the Oscar De La Hoya fight. He got popped dirty, if I'm not mistaken. I don't think when a fighter get popped dirty, they suspend them for 2-3 years. Shout out to Jamie. Jamie say Vargas. How many years? Candy Slim say Amir Khan 2 years, but that was in the UK. Yeah, that's the UK. I'm talking about over here in America. I think in the UK, what they use, everybody is different. Everybody's different. Different states are different. Different commissions. You know, Vegas, if you get suspended for a fight, popping dirty in Vegas, they may give you a different punishment than New York. Since this fight happened in New York, as a matter of fact, hold on. Hey, when that was, hey, Jamie, when that, where Green Eyes P at? Green Eyes P, what year that was, Big Baby Miller, popped dirty? Remember, he was supposed to fight Anthony Joshua in New York when this right before Anthony Joshua fought Andy Ruiz. He's supposed to fight him, but he got popped dirty. That was in New York. How long was the suspension that New York gave on Big Baby Miller? We can use that right there because that was in New York. Ryan Garcia got popped dirty in New York. They suspended him for a year. How long did Big Baby get suspended for getting popped dirty in New York? Kendall Price said 1 year. Weedy said 18 months. Let me look it up. Because fuck your feelings say he should have been suspended for 2-3 years. So let's see. Jarrell Miller. All right. That's ESPN. Let's go to ESPN. 2020. Let's go right here. This is from 2020. I'm going to have to go further back to see. December 2nd, 2020, it says heavyweight Jarrell Miller gets a 2-year suspension for PED violation. Boxing, Jarrell Miller has been suspended for performance-enhancing drug use again. Again, meaning the second time. The second time. The Nevada State Athletic Commission voted unanimously Wednesday to ban Miller. To ban Miller for 2 years due to a positive drug test for the banned substance, yada, yada, yada. GW 5, right? Miller, a heavyweight, once tied to a big fight against Anthony Joshua, can get a 6-month reduction to that suspension if he completes a performance-enhancing drug treatment program, right? Now, this is his second time. Miller was scheduled to fight Jerry Forrest 2020 in Vegas, but he failed an out-of-competition drug test leading into that bout. In June 2019, Miller was supposed to fight Joshua for the WBA, IBF, IWBO, and IBO heavyweight titles at Madison Square Garden. In advance of that fight, Miller tested positive for GW5 again, a metabolic performance enhancer, which caused the New York State Athletic Commission to deny him a license. Miller tested positive for a banned substance, EPO, and HGH, human growth hormone, in a subsequent test. The WBA suspended Miller for 6 months. So he got suspended for 6 months when he first got popped in New York for PEDs. So if that's a recent indication, New York gave Ryan Garcia a longer suspension than they did Gerald Miller when he got popped the first time. So me personally, I think a year is sufficient to be fair. To be fair, because I'm doing a comparison. Caller, what's your name? Where you calling from?
It's Kevin in West Atlanta. Coach, I don't usually call you when I'm driving, but you kind of hit a nerve. First of all, F your feelings, ironically, is saying things from his feelings. Yeah, he's wrong, of course. If that's the rules, that you get a suspension for 1 year, you get a suspension for 1 year. Just because you feel like you should get a suspension for more than a year, no, that's not the way it works. Now, what made me call you while I'm driving, which I never usually do, is you hit a nerve, brother. You talked about Roy Jones. I have a little. First of all, I'm a huge Roy Jones fan.
Oh, me too. I love Roy.
But Roy didn't technically. Now, please listen to me. Technically, Roy didn't do anything wrong. In the state that he and Richard Hall both popped for, air quotes around the word popped for, the substance that was in their system was not illegal. So if it's not illegal, they didn't do anything wrong. Now, I know that's a technicality, but the technicality counts in this case because that's the state they were in. So that's why he never got a suspension. So I really wish you hadn't say, when you were running off the names of guys that pop dirty, I really wish you hadn't said Roy, because technically Roy didn't pop dirty. Now, it may have been a substance that in Vegas or other states is dirty, yes, but it wasn't in Indiana where they had that fight. Do you disagree with me, or am I wrong? You tell me.
So Roy never got popped for a PED? Is that what you're saying?
No. What I'm saying is, what he popped for was not illegal in Indiana, which is why he never got a suspension. I'm not saying he didn't have something in the system. I'm saying he didn't get suspended because it wasn't illegal. It wasn't illegal in Indiana, which is where it happened. And Kim and Richard Hall both popped for something.
So how can
it
you?
wasn't illegal in that state.
How can
so
you?
It wasn't,
so how
so
can
it wasn't
you?
dirty.
So how can you pop for something if it's not illegal? If it's not on the ban list or anything? I don't understand that. It's either you pop for it or you didn't pop for it. That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. Yeah.
But he didn't get the suspension.
Yeah, he didn't get suspended.
He didn't get the suspension. Yeah. So, but they found that system. So it's like they said, oh, well, this is what we found in his system. We found this. We found this. We found vitamin B. We found vitamin D. And we found this. But this, whatever you want to call it, I don't know what it was exactly. But this isn't illegal in this state. So he didn't get a suspension. He didn't get a suspension. He didn't get a fine. Nothing happened. All he did was he beat the absolute crap out of Richard Hall. That's all that happened.
Yeah, I remember. Yeah, I remember.
And that's why nobody ever made a thing of it.
Okay, so
go ahead, Coach.
No, but go ahead. Go ahead. Finish up.
Well, I don't want to dwell on that because I also found it funny a couple of calls ago. The guy YT, I guess his name is, he's super. The last two callers you had one super Devin Haney fan and one super Ryan Garcia fan. And there's nothing wrong with that. That's fine. Be the fan of the fighter that you are. That's beautiful. But I just found it hilarious that they were calling in and just going over the top about both guys. The YT guy was saying, "Oh, Devin Haney, he got up from 3 knockdowns and he's a legend. He's this and that." That's fine. That's fine. Be a fan of your fighter. I'm not gonna knock it. I just found it funny that two super fans and then the guy before him was talking about how Ryan Garcia was this and Ryan Garcia was that. I just found it funny. If you're taking predictions today, I have Devin Haney winning. I have, just like a few other callers, I think Teofimo Lopez may have been overlooking his opponent this go around. And I'm not sure that he's going to win this fight. I'm a little leery about that one. And Ryan, come on now. He's fighting Rolly. What are we going to do? What are we doing here? But having said that, the whole point of the show is does Rolly have a chance? Rolly doesn't even have a puncher's chance because every time he's moved up, it seems like he's lost power. So I don't even see Rolly knocking Ryan out unless Ryan the reason why he has breath, as Devin Haney's father said, is because he didn't train for this fight because he's overconfident. That's the only way he wins this fight. If Ryan is totally overlooked him. Do you say anything different, Coach?
This is the thing, right? Ryan, we both want to see what Ryan Garcia and Devin Haney is going to look like tomorrow night. And what really intrigues me about this fight is this. The last time we saw Ryan Garcia and Devin Haney in the ring was when Devin lost to Ryan last year. However, that fight ended in a controversy because we later found out that Ryan Garcia had an illegal PED in his system, a performance-enhancing drug that was on the ban list. So now we want to see what does Ryan Garcia look like without the Osterin. That's the one narrative that's been pushed out there by the pro-Haney fans. I get that. And then pro-Ryan Garcia fans are pushing, we want to see what Devin Haney looked like after that beating he took last year because he's shinny, he don't have it anymore, he's going to lose. So that's the storyline. That's what making this very intriguing. So I really don't know what we're going to get tomorrow night. I'm picking Ryan Garcia, the knockout Rolly Romero, stop him, and I'm picking Devin Haney to win 12-round unanimous decision against Jose Ramirez.
I'm not worried about Devin Haney because Devin Haney showed that he has heart. I will give that last guy that called and was saying that I just complained about him, but I'll give him credit. He's right. Devin showed that he has heart. People like that aren't the kind that's going to freak out like this. Okay, like this is the example I want to use. You see our Australian friend, seemed to freak out when he got hit in the head, bumped in the head by another head, and thought he cut himself, and he kind of freaked out. I don't think Devin Haney is that kind of fighter. I think he's the kind of fighter that will push past all that and fight his normal fight, and he'll get his decision. He's not much of a puncher. I think he'll get his decision. I'm not worried about that fight. The fight I am a little worried. I am a little worried about is Teofimo Lopez because of the fact that he tends to fight to the level of his competition.
Yeah.
And if he didn't train for this fight, or if he didn't try real hard, or if he's paying too much attention to the fights in the future, he might lose. Teofimo might lose.
All right,
Coach,
we'll find out tomorrow.
I'm not going to hold you. Yeah, we'll find out tomorrow. Coach, I'll pay my monthly dues tomorrow as well. Talk to you later, Coach.
All right, shout out to Kevin, man. ATL, stand up. Yeah, we're going live twice tomorrow. We're going live for the 3 o'clock afternoon show and ATL show. But back to what F. Your Feelings was saying. Again, I don't like Ryan Garcia, him or Rolly Romero. However, I'm all about being fair. So I am all about being fair. I don't have a problem with you saying that Ryan Garcia should be suspended 2 or 3 years off of his first failed drug test. If you can show me where New York has suspended fighters who got popped with PEDs for 2-3 year punishment their first time being popped. If that's how they normally rule, then we can go for that. But I just read to you an article where Gerald Miller, black fighter, got popped for multiple PEDs in his system. And it showed what he got popped for against Anthony Joshua. And that same New York State Athletic Commission, they only gave him 6 months suspension. So them giving Ryan Garcia a year is pretty much, you know what I mean? It's not, I don't think that's a bad suspension. I think a year is sufficient enough. You get what I'm saying? For the crime. That's all I'm saying. Based on what they did to Gerald Miller. Hey, he say, look up on Badu Jack and James DeGarley. Hey, I remember that. Hey, Weedy, was that the fight that Badu Jack, that fight got overturned to a no contest? That fight happened in DC, right? That fight happened in DC, right? I think that fight happened in DC, if I'm not mistaken. Texas, what did he say? And the results got overturned. What was that? What was the punishment? What was the punishment that they gave James DeGarley? What was the punishment they gave him? Yeah, because I don't remember. He said, "Yep, New York Barclays Center." Was that in? No, wait. No, what wasn't? Wait, hold on. Let me look up. Let me look him up. Let's look up. Let's look up. I don't know why we going on this rabbit hole, but let's see. Badu Jack. Make a long story short, if I don't feel like that, people are all over the place. You got some people feel that Devin Haney is a privileged fighter and this and that, and then some people feel that, you get what I'm saying? It's like, bro, you can't. It's all over the place. One group of Devin Haney fans feel that he's an oppressed black fighter who's living in the mansion, being oppressed by the system. And then one group who don't like Devin Haney feel that he's a privileged guy. He's getting all types of favors in boxing. And I'm like, I really don't. It kind of, two things in this situation can't be true at the same time. I mean, is he a privilege from being a privileged athlete making millions of dollars? Yes, he is definitely privileged. As relate to that. No questions about that. But you can't be privileged and oppressed at the same time. Like, he's not a part of the Victim Olympics. The guy said he's waking up every day in the mansion. He's driving the training camp in a Rolls Royce. So that don't look like he's being oppressed to me. That looks like a very privileged guy. But don't get me wrong, he earned the right. He earned the right to be privileged. So which fight that was? I think it was a fight. I think that fight was in DC. James DeGarley, that was the Barclays Center. Where that fight was in DC. Okay, here we go right here. This it right here. I found it. This Badu Jack. This Badu Jack. James DeGarley, that was in Brooklyn. This was the fight right here. This was at the Armory in Washington. It said WBC super middleweight. It say Lucian Butt failed doping test. The WBC said that the DC commission revealed it found out about a banned substance, Osterin. The same substance that Ryan Garcia had in his system. I didn't even know this. This guy who fought Badu Jack got popped for Osterin. The DC commission changed the results from a draw to a disqualification loss for boot. So that means that they gave that a win for Badu Jack. I don't know what his suspension was, though. It's not saying how long he was suspended. But I remember that was DC. That was DC. Damn, he had Osterin in his system. Ain't that something? I'd be damn. I didn't even know that. I mean, I knew he got suspended, but I didn't remember what he had in his system. So, so basically, the point is, I think when you get popped for the first time, 6 months to a year, I think that's pretty much what different athletic commissions do, depending on which state you're in. You know, I remember, I remember Oscar Valdez got popped dirty, and they just gave him probation. He didn't get suspended. They gave him probation. He was able to keep his belt, if I'm not mistaken. Shout out to Candy Slim. Salute, fam. If I'm not mistaken, Oscar Valdez, could be wrong. I could be wrong. I think he was allowed to have his fight. He gave an apology, and I think he had to sign up for BARDA all the time. And I think Oscar Valdez got they just gave him probation. He kept his belt. He kept his belt. Let me pull up, let me go to my Instagram page, see if anybody sent me any messages. Anybody sent me the DMs. Let me see. No, the only message I got is from Yarmouth. I ain't getting no other message. Shout out to Ali. Ali, what's going on, fam? He say DM got a rings coming his way. John. Candy Slim say, Lord Devin Haney. Hey, Candy Slim, we need to find that dude. What that dude named Church? We need to find that dude. We need to find that dude Church. That's who used to call Devin Haney Lord Devin Haney. G5 say probation. G5, listen, G5, he got put on probation, fam. If I could be wrong, but if I remember correctly, because I think he said that he was on some kind of tea or something, some soda. I think it was soda or tea or coffee or something like that. It was some coffee or something like that. Caller, what's your name? You call it from?
Hey, Coach, it's Rod. I want to just defend myself real quick if I can for a quick 2 minutes.
Yeah, go ahead.
Okay, well, it's funny. It's just because the caller said, oh, you had a hyper Haney fan and a hyper Ryan Garcia fan call back to back. But this dude is a hyper. He called in his feelings. He said he struck a nerve because he talked about Roy Jones getting caught with something that he got off with technicality when he still was PD. So I just wanted to call the kettle black. The only reason I say I don't really know if Ryan's a privileged fighter yet is I haven't seen him get gift decisions. If he gets gift decisions and treatment the way Devin's been getting over and over, I'll say he's a privileged fighter. I'm not a fan of him. I don't like the dude. I like him in boxing because he's crazy and he fights. He wants all the smoke. He was stupid for fighting, for signing the clauses to get the tank fight, but he wanted all the smoke. So in a way, you got to kind of give him respect that he took the fight off of those stipulations, and even though it was foolish, he still wanted to fight. That's the only reason I said I don't like the kid, but I think he's good for boxing. But the only reason I said he hasn't been giving gift decisions and all this leeway, email belts and stuff the way Devin has. You know what I mean? So that's the only reason I say that. And it's funny when, fighters, a caller calling in saying that callers are interfering, hyper fans when they call for that. And it's just funny, man. He sounds like a nerdy guy. I mean, I don't know. It sounds like I don't know. It's just funny. I just wanted to kind of clarify my thing. I don't care about Ryan, but I don't think he's as privileged because he hasn't had as much treatment. That's all I got to say, Coach.
All right, salute, fam. Shit, hey, I'm gonna be honest with you. All these fighters is privileged as far as I'm concerned. You know what I mean? Like again, listen, there's nothing wrong with being privileged. If you rich, okay, let's break this down, right? In life, there's something called a pecking order. All things are not created equal. In life, whether you believe in God or not or whatever, the creator of all creations, lions are created on a higher pecking order than a hyena or a deer or a wild rabbit or a giraffe. I'll be watching a lot of wildlife stuff, right? And I'll be watching these lions and leopards and tigers when they go hunting. They catch a little small buffalo or a little bull or whatever, and they kill them. They go straight for the neck, and you get what I'm saying? They suffocate them and stuff like that, and they eat them alive and all that stuff there. Life, like the lion is on a different pecking order than the wild boar. he was created as a prey, as a predator. This guy on the lower to him was created as a prey. In life, human beings, we have statuses in life. Certain people are on a higher pecking order from a socioeconomic standpoint. I'm a black man born in America. So is LeBron James. He's a black man born in America. But LeBron is 6 feet 8, 9 inches tall, 240 some pounds, and a multi-millionaire. Me, I'm little guy, 5'6", 172 pounds, and I'm the opposite of a multi-millionaire. So even though we the same complexion, but apparently I was not born with the height that he have. That's true. And I'm not on the same level that he's on from a socioeconomic standpoint. That's true. So he is a lot more privileged than I am. I'll break it down another way. Some of you have a job. You work on the job. You have a supervisor. You have a manager. You have the VP, the president, the owner, whatever, right? The manager has a little bit more privilege. Okay, let's say you have a restaurant. You got a restaurant. You have the dishwasher. You have the waitresses. You have the valet parkers. Hold on. You have the valet parkers. You have the shift supervisor. You have the manager. And you have the owner. Well, the waitress doesn't have the privilege or the burden that the manager has. The manager makes more money than the waitress. Why is that? Because she's a waitress. The manager job is deemed as being a little bit more important than the waitress. The waitress job is important, but her job is a little bit more expendable. The manager is on a higher pecking order. He might have started out busting tables or something like that, but he might have been with the company for a while, worked his way up to now he's a manager. So he's on a different level. Some would say, oh, he's a little bit more privileged than the waitress. He put the work in to get to that point, though. Everybody's not created on the same level. Everybody, you're going to always have people that's more privileged than others. That's just life, fam. So I can't get mad at a person for being, for being a little bit more favorable in life if they put themselves in that certain situation based on whether it's skin color, based on work ethic, based on skill set or whatever. However you got there, that's just what it is, fam. Like some people, that's the pecking order in life. Everybody ain't on the same level. There's always going to be somebody over somebody else. There's always going to be somebody or a group of people or a person that's more privileged. That's more privileged than the next person. That's just how the ball bounces. That's how the ball bounces. You get what I'm saying? Hey, shout out to No Cap. He said, Coach, you was going to say certain people are poor and certain people ain't. I'm the opposite of M too, Coach. Yeah, I'm just saying. I'm just saying like that. I mean, that's just reality of the situation. That's life. The Hardina say hyenas have more jaw pressure. Well, the hyenas, they have to work together as a pack. Their strength is in numbers. They got to work together as a pack, especially when you fuck with them lions. The lions and hyenas hate each other. They are arch enemies. So the hyena doesn't have the power and the strength that the lion has. So the way they do it is we got to work together. In order for us to take this meat from this lion, we have to work together. Somebody got to run up in there and get swiped first. You get what I'm saying? Somebody got to run up in there. Somebody got to run up in there and get swiped first. Okay, it's 10 hyenas. The lion caught one hyena. He locked on them too. The other 9 hyenas got to be like, okay, he got our dog. We got to get him free. I need you to run around the backside and bite him on the tail. Get him to let our dog go. I just watched a video today with the lions and hyenas. I say that's a hell of a dynamic. I'm like, man, bro. I mean, I mean, that's a hell of a dynamic, though. He say, Coach, you got 100 men versus one gorilla. I got the one gorilla. True. Hey, Martinez, I'm going to tell you why I had a one gorilla. I'm going to tell you why. Somebody got to be the first one to run up in there. See, that's where the problem will come in at. Okay, we got 100 dudes. Oh, it's 100 of us. We should better whoop this gorilla. Okay, cool. Okay, but somebody got to run up there first. That's where the problem gonna come in at. You know what, dog? Yeah, man, we finna whoop this gorilla. And I'm an advocate of sending the biggest nigga up there first. Dog, you 6'2", 230, 240. God created you to be a big dude, no Diddy, for the sole purposes, you the muscle. I'm the brains. You Pinky, I'm the brain. You the big dude, the muscle. Good, you need to run up there first. All you big niggas, all you big strong niggas, tall strong niggas, okay, we need y'all to run up there first. Y'all the first line of defense. Now, if the gorilla whoop by 10 of y'all at the same time, guess what? We ain't got to worry about the other. We ain't got to worry about the other 90. True. Yeah, you ain't got to worry about the other 90 because once we see what this gorilla did to the first 10, like, you know what, dog? Yeah, you good. And you got it, baby boy. You got it. Caller, what's your name? Where you calling from?
Oh, what's going on, Coach Malachi? Man, my name is FK. You feel it from the chat. What's up, chat?
FK, you feel it? Talk to me, fam.
Oh man, I'm just sitting here enjoying the conversation, getting ready for some boxing this weekend, man. I've been watching boxing so long with my father as a child, man. So I even sparred a little bit, and I'm also a personal trainer in the gym.
Yes, sir.
You know, I got a lot of different experience in life, period. You know what I mean? So when it comes to sports and athletics and stuff like that. So in reference to the whole Ryan Garcia thing, man, me personally, just as a fan of boxing, I'm not a fan of Ryan Garcia's character as a just as a person that he displays. So, I have a problem with just the antics that he does, but however, it's entertaining. I do agree that it is, a lot of that stuff is entertaining, so I can see how people would be a fan of that. Plus you have a lot of people who are, they're more associated along the lines of race when it comes to boxing as well. That's not talked about in boxing. Yeah, so they'll be a fan of somebody despite them being a shitty character. You know what I mean? So they don't even care about that part as long as they're entertaining. This guy hadn't even won a championship. He's not won a championship belt because he's not disciplined enough to fight at that level consistently and win. That's what they don't want to talk about. But as far as his drug testing and stuff like that goes, the thing fans don't realize is making weight and retaining your muscle, that's a huge challenge to professional athletes. Yeah. I tell people, I'm a personal trainer. You know how no, you're right. Malachi, you probably already know this. I'm not sure, but how many miles, most people don't even know how many miles it takes to run in a gym to burn 1 pound. I mean, it's a lot. Yeah, it's 35 miles. I'll tell you, it's 35 miles to burn 1 pound. Yeah, but then the thing too, that's a lot of running. Then the thing too, you got to couple that in with your proper water intake. What type of diet you're on. No, I get what you're saying. I'm not disagreeing with anything you're talking about. Yeah. But for a world class athlete, absolutely, they go through so much. That's why I have a problem with him cheating, because he's cheating the sport, and you sitting there making excuses for it. And the thing is, he tested for more than just ostarine, even though that's bad enough. He also tested positive for the 19 or norandaterone, which I can't even Nanderone, yeah. Are you sure about that? I haven't seen that. Anabolic. I haven't seen that, and I thought he only got part. The article. I can send it to you. Yeah. Yes, sir. I can send it to you on it. I can send it to you on Instagram, but I'll send it in the chat. Okay. But anyway. Oh, you did? You sent it in the chat? The dude tested. Yeah, I'll send it to you in the chat about 30 minutes ago. It's been a while. Yeah, I didn't see it. My bad. I'll send it to you in the chat. If you replay it, you'll see it. But yeah, I ain't got no reason to lie on the dude. The dude is he's just full of crap, man. You know what I mean? He's a solid fighter, but he's not he's overhyped due to Instagram and media and all of that stuff. In my personal opinion, but like I said, it's for us as fans, we shouldn't even have to worry about all that. You shouldn't be trying to cheat the sport. We just want to see a good fight. But I think us as fans, we discredit how hard it is to make weight and retain muscle. That is a hard task for fighters to do. And so for you to sit there and be like, oh, well, he just took this and to make weight, that's a huge part. It's a reason why fighters go through whole camps to make weight. They hire trainers. They have to do a lot to make weight. So when you cheat that, you cheat the whole sport. You cheating the whole system. The other fighter has to do all of this, and then you just cheat, and then you get to come in and get a payday and get the same praise and glory. And if you manage to win, you get all the glory. And I just don't like that about boxing. I think they need to have standards set for if you cheat this time, minimum like 2 years. And then after that, it goes down from there. But I get what you're saying when you made reference to the New York. I wasn't too familiar with the New York, their legislation up there. All of their. I just know Amir Khan tested positive for that same exact substance. They gave him 2 years suspension.
Yeah, but that was what was that in America, or was that where that was at? That wasn't over here, was it?
It may have been in the UK. I'm not sure. I just remember seeing him test positive, and it was all in the news. I think it was over there. But I just think that punishment should be harder because that protects the sport, man. I just want a clean sport. That's not too much to ask for. If you don't feel like you can win a fight clean, you shouldn't be fighting. That's my personal opinion. So that's my take on it. And so as for the other caller talking about I was in my feelings, no. I was not in my feelings. I was in my logic. And I was in my righteousness of the sport.
Before I let you go, the question I have for you is this here. There's no question that Ryan Garcia got popped with a PED. He got popped dirty. I'm not a Ryan Garcia fan. I really don't like the guy, to be fair. However, in being fair, at some point in time, when a person gets popped doing something they don't have any business doing, he got to be held accountable. There's a punishment. After you serve your time for the agreed upon punishment from that came from the authorities or the people that's over that situation, we have to see what does he do from here? Like, where does he go at from here? He served his time. You get what I'm saying? A sentence
to redeem himself.
A sentence was handed down.
I want that.
And
I want that. Yeah. I'm ready to see the rematch because I want to see what it's going to look like when he doesn't have all those performance enhancers. And it's just in there. It's him versus Devin, a clean fight.
So I want to read this to you.
Mano a mano.
I want to read this to you. I just looked up an article. Mike Coppinger wrote this article back in May 23rd of 2024, and it said Ryan Garcia's B sample positive for banned substance. Star boxer Ryan Garcia's B sample returned an adverse finding for the banned substance Osterin on Thursday, per a sports medicine research and test laboratory report viewed by ESPN. The A sample, which was collected the day before and the day of his upset win over Devin Haney last month, returned an adverse finding for Osterin on May the 1st. Osterin is a selective androgen receptor modulator, which is a SARMs. It's not steroid, but it's a SARMs that attaches to proteins in the body and effectively signals for muscles to grow. That's why Bill Haney is saying that he don't look as muscular as he did last year because he doesn't have the Osterin in his system. The Osterin allows the muscles to grow. And it says right here.
It does that, and from my understanding, it also. Coach, I ain't trying to cut you off, but I just wanted to right there when you said that. It also what it does is it allows you to burn fat faster, and it allows you to keep your muscles instead of your muscles cannibalizing. Your body won't use the protein to burn up your muscles. So it does both of those effects. So
I'm reading that short part right there, and I'm gonna stop. It said it is used to aid performance by helping athletes build muscle mass and enhance their rate of fat loss, as well as to increase stamina and recovery ability. So if it helps you recover and stuff like that, stamina, that is an unfair advantage. But it says that he got popped for Osterin. It doesn't say it doesn't say
is a huge stamina sport.
It doesn't say he got popped for anything else, is what I'm saying. It only says Osterin.
Well, I got another article when it originally came out. You had to dig back in Google when it first came out. You know, it was just so many different articles coming out.
I know what you're talking about.
And
I
think
what the dude named, not Mike Carpenter,
he
but
tested positive for more than just Oscar.
Dan
The
Raphael
Oscar was the main one that he had enough to be punished for, but he tested positive for 2 to
That
3
was wrong.
other substances. They called it metabolite.
No, that was wrong.
Which is just small.
I know what you're talking about.
Little bitty particles of it. So
Dan Raphael,
I'm not 100% sure. Like I said, I didn't run a test, but these are the people that's conducting the test, and they're the ones that are giving this information. So I trust them. I do not trust Ryan Garcia. He made up like 6 or 7 different excuses.
Yeah, but that's not true.
A person is lying when they start doing that.
Yeah, that's not true. What happened was Dan Raphael was the one that put out a report that said on Twitter, I remember this now that you mention it, he said that Ryan Garcia got popped with multiple drugs in his system. Then he came back and followed it up and said that he was wrong. He failed 2 drug tests. The A sample failed and the B sample failed for the exact same thing, Osterin. So he ended up retracting that. So I think that's what you're talking about. That's what I think.
I can show you an article. I think I heard that article what you just talking about and made reference to, but no.
Yeah, Dan Raphael put that on X. On Twitter.
It was a different one where he did test positive for Osterin, but he also tested positive for the 19 nandasterone, whatever. But it's just a small trace amount. And what fighters and people can do is they can just use the IV to clean out their blood system. And if you're a $1 million fighter and you got access to all these different professionals and people like that, you can find somebody who can help you with that and even run your own test before you go take the actual real test. So if Ryan is cheating, which I'm pretty sure he is, I'm sure he's familiar with all of that. But I just want to see clean fights, man. I don't want all of this cheating and all that shit. Just fight head up clean so we can see who the champion is. I don't delve into all that, man. If you believe in yourself, you don't need all of that.
All right, salute, fam. Shout out to F. Your feelings, man.
You don't need all of that as well either.
All right, salute, fam. Thank you for calling, brother. Salute.
That's my take.
Yeah, shout out to Candy Slim. Shout out to the Boxing Don. You say clean fights are all real boxing fans want. Yeah. I totally agree with that. We know Ryan Garcia is a drug cheat. That's no one is arguing that. What I'm saying is I remember this vividly now that the brother mentioned it. Dan Raphael put that out, then he came back and retracted it and said he was wrong. And I just looked this article up written by Mike Carpenter because he was on top of this story very, very well. This is written May of 2024. As a matter of fact, May 23rd, which was a month later, 2024. That's when the B sample came back, and it said that he only tested positive for Osterin. He got popped with a PED. What he got popped with 1 and 10, it is what it is. But I have not heard that he got popped with other stuff outside of Osterin. Everything that I've seen that was put out has been consistent with the same thing. Hell, even Bill Haney, put it this way. If Ryan Garcia would have had multiple drugs in his system, Bill Haney would be saying that right now. Oh, man, Ryan Garcia, he had Osterin and he had Nandrolone in his system. He had about 2 or 3 drugs in his system. Like, if anybody would be yelling that to the top of their lungs, it'd definitely be Bill Haney. Hey, shout out to Fisciano Fights. Bill Haney would definitely be saying, yeah, man, he got popped with this, he got popped with that. Bill would definitely be saying it. Bill Haney is not even saying that. Literally, Bill Haney's not even saying that. And Bill, if there's anybody that will be screaming that from the rooftops, it'll be Bill Haney. So that's why I say I haven't seen that. You get what I'm saying? I haven't seen it. And guess what? I'm gonna tell you who else haven't seen it. Bill Haney haven't seen it neither. You want to know how I know? Because if Bill Haney would have seen it, don't y'all think that's all he would have been saying? Yeah, Ryan Garcia, he drug cheat. The man had Nandrolone in his system. The man had all kind of steroids. The man was on this. The man was on that. Do you get what I'm saying? Devin the Dream Haney. You see what he had to do to Devin? Like, that's all he would have said. Shout out to Victor. He said he did not get charged with Nandrolone. Okay. Shout out to Victor again. He said it was a mistake. Yeah, I think if I'm not, hey, Victor, if I'm not mistaken, I want to say Dan Rayfield did that. That's what I remember. I could be wrong, but I want to say it was either Dan Rayfield or Mike Cobbs, but I think it was Dan Rayfield. Shout out to Victor. He said Osterman was the metabolite. Okay. The tiny amount. You get what I'm saying? So yeah, so I mean that's how I see it.
Down from the bar, there's a platform stage. People pimping, sharp as razor blades.
Yeah, listen, bro, I can promise you, Bill Haney would have been the first person on the planet Earth yelling that to the top of his lungs. Man, this man Bill done did 1 million interviews. Guess what he ain't never said? He ain't never said that Ryan Garcia got popped with anything other than Osterman. Think about that. Think about that. Let's F your feelings. Let's say F your feelings is right. Let's say F your feelings is right. He got popped with Bill Haney ain't never said nothing about it. This is the last call. Caller, what's your name? Where you calling from?
Hey, Coach, it's your boy Round One.
Round One, talk to me.
Yeah, Coach. How much did he get caught with again? And he did like what, a year suspension for that?
Who? Talking about who?
Ryan Garcia. Like, what did he get caught up with again?
Osterman. He got popped for Osterman.
Okay. See, okay, yeah, because I've seen a UFC fighter get popped for the same thing, and he's been gone. He was basically gone for like the same amount of time, you know. And then like people be saying like defending Ryan off that, saying like, oh, you saw they said there was a little. First of all, man, you saw to make some fucking shit up like picogram for John Jones when he still popped after being popped dirty. So I wouldn't even care what people think of you saw the same shit, because at the end of the day, even if he had a picogram, tiny amount, he still popped for that certain steroid. I mean, Canelo popped for something, I believe too, and he didn't even get in the ring, but he still got suspended. He still had to do the time, you know.
Yeah, he got suspended for 6 months, which is really nothing because he fight every 6 months anyway, so that really wasn't a punishment.
Yeah, okay, because I just looked up the Sean O'Malley thing, and that was the same thing. You know, he got popped for the same shit Ryan Garcia had, and he was gone for about 7 months before he came back and fought. But yeah, man, hopefully Ryan gets the rematch with Devin. Hopefully everything goes good, you know, and we see the rematch and a clean Ryan too. And Derek James, man, I don't know, he just sounded, he couldn't even talk, man. The last time I seen him, he was talking shit about Bomac and shit. You know, this time Bill Haney had him shut up, man. He was saying shit, man. I was laughing when I seen that, man. Fucking Bill had me dying. But that's my call, Coach.
All right, salute, fam. Yeah, Bill Haney had on, you know, and you know the crazy part about it, Derek James is being attacked. I saw a video, fam, bro. I promise you, was it Reggie Owens dropped the video? Matter of fact, let me see can I find it. I mean, they're attacking, bro. The crazy part about it, the very same people who are that's attacking Derek James now, the Alphabet Boys, were the very same people who gave Derek James Trainer of the Year, even though he already received Trainer of the Year already from ESPN. You know, they spoke about Derek James Trainer of the Year, this and that. You know, Derek James, he got Errol Spence, he got Jamel Charlo. Errol Spence is a unified champion. Jamel Charlo, undisputed champion. Like they love doggone Derek James. What that video at? They love Derek James. And to see these guys, this is why I tell y'all, bro. This is why I tell y'all. Listen, you can't hit your wagon on these Shea Butter Laptop Revolutionary, bro, because these dudes bad luck. I'm telling you, bro, like that. You get what I'm saying? Matter of fact, this is what I saw. Now, this is what Reggie Owens put out. Shout out to Reggie Owens. Boston Conversation, Reggie Owens. Derrick James was awarded Trainer of the Year. Now, I listened to about 25 minutes of this so far. It say Derrick James was awarded Trainer of the Year by the LDBC. Now they are calling him a coon for Ryan Garcia. You can't make this up. This is why, see, these dudes, this is what I'm saying, like, the word coon is misplaced. Like you can tell the low IQ, shea butter laptop revolutionaries, one, they don't know what a coon is. That's one. And they so-called supposed to be following this code. But all they do is attack black fighters and black trainers. So 1 minute they are pro-black, shea butter laptop revolutionaries. We got to ride with the black man in one breath. But then they would turn around and say some of the most salacious things against the very same black people who they say that they are on code with. You can't make this up. True. So the man is a coon because he's training Ryan Garcia. All because y'all in bed with Devin Haney through Bill. He a trainer. What he supposed to do? Now I get what you're saying. If you feel that Ryan Garcia is a racist and this and that, you forget that. We ain't got no business. He shouldn't even be want to deal with a racist. But Derrick James probably don't feel that way. It's some people feel that Ryan Garcia is a racist. I think he's a bigot myself. I don't like him. But Derrick James, I mean, he lost Errol Spence. Jamel Charlo left him. Frank Martin left him. I think Derrick James is training Alicia Baumgartner right now. So, I can't speak for Derrick James, but he's probably looking at it from a purely business standpoint. I don't know if Ryan is anything that I think he is, because I don't know him personally. Same way with Teofimo Lopez. I look at him as a bigot. I don't like Teofimo. I used to like him, but I can't fuck with him. Don't like the nigga at all. Fuck Teofimo. I'm just being honest with you. But the fighters don't feel that way about Teofimo Lopez. The fighters don't feel that way about Ryan Garcia. So I have to ask myself a question. Do I want to die on this hill? Meaning fight, go to war on this hill. A hill that the fighters who I supposed to be riding for, because I don't like what Ryan Garcia said that Teofimo Lopez says, the black fighters have embraced Teofimo Lopez. They have embraced Ryan Garcia, and they love them. So if Teofimo and Ryan are calling y'all niggas and monkeys and this and that and yada, 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 and sending bananas to y'all rooms, if they are doing that, whether it's Teofimo or whatever the case may be, and the black fighters have forgiven them and hugged up with them and making love to them, who am I to go to war for these niggas? True. I'm not finna go to war for none of these dudes. If they not gonna ride, what I'm gonna ride for? These niggas ain't riding on goddamn. So so that's why I told y'all. I've been to these different cities. I've been around these fighters. I've been to different gyms. There is no beef with these fighters. The black fighters and the Hispanic fighters get along very well. The Hispanic fighters, the black fighters, and the white fighters, they get along very well. I'm telling y'all what I know. This online beef that some of you YouTube channels be having because you're choosing sides with certain promotional companies over another promotional company, or you choosing sides for one black fighter over other Hispanic or white fighters, or you choosing sides with one Hispanic fighter against other black fighters or white fighters or vice versa, guess what? Those fighters don't feel the way you do. True. Those fighters don't feel the way you do. You're more mad, you're more angry at the fact that what Teofimo said about your favorite black fighter than the black fighter that he directed those comments towards. So I say, well, shit, if this nigga ain't mad, what am I get mad for? This nigga ain't mad. He ain't doing that. So I mean, you get what I'm saying? All of them are millionaires. Different degrees. Some are lower than others. So it's all fake outrage. You say you loved Derrick James yesterday. Today, y'all called him a coon. All because you pledged allegiance to the Haneys. And because, hold on, I'm finna tell y'all something else. Bill Haney don't have a problem with Oscar De La Hoya. Bill Haney don't have a problem with Ryan Garcia. Devin Haney don't have a problem with any of those guys. You want to know how I know? They all live in the same neighborhood. They all live in Henderson, Nevada, in the same community. According to Oscar De La Hoya, we just said on Clapback Thursdays, and Bill Haney didn't deny it. He said that Bill is the president of the neighborhood watch in their community. If y'all think for 1 second that Bill Haney and Oscar De La Hoya have a problem with each other because they act like it on camera, I got a desert I can sell you. I got a desert I can sell you tomorrow with a well in it. True. These dudes ain't got no problem with each other. It's all political theater. They all getting money together. They all getting means together. The broke niggas on YouTube, the one, yeah, I'm down with Ryan. I'm down with Bill. I'm down with the Haneys. We finna ride on the revolution. Guess what? The Haneys and the Garcia and Oscar, they ride to the bank. Your anger, your emotions are misplaced. It's all political theater. These dudes ain't got no beef with each other. I'm telling you, they ain't got no beef with each other. Let's give everybody a round of applause. Bro, they be riding each other all the time, dog. Ain't no beef. Y'all saw the video of, yeah, man, Oscar De La Hoya? Oscar De La Hoya stood, hold on, he stood up on stage. They had the whole Oscar back. He was finna go get Bill Haney. Oscar went finna do shit. True. He was finna go get Bill. You saw what he was finna do to Bill? Oscar De La Hoya and Bill was finna come to blows. They weren't finna come to shit. Wasn't that gonna happen? It wasn't that go, hold on. I'm finna show y'all something else. Hold on, I'm finna show y'all something else. Eddie Hearn. Look how Eddie Hearn, the white slave master. Look how he turned on Devin Haney. Devin Haney put out a tweet letting everybody know that Eddie Hearn is a snake and a devil. He didn't even bid on Eddie Hearn's. He didn't even bid on Devin Haney's purse bid. We got to ride against the blue-eyed devil, Eddie Hearn. That's what the Shea Butter laptop revolutionaries say. I'm finna show y'all something. Y'all see this? The pro-Haney fans who believe that Eddie Hearn is the devil, meaning the LDBC, we can't trust them. What did you see right here? Shout out to Foodie. If a picture said 1,000 words, what does this picture tell you? Bill Haney sitting there smiling, Devin Haney sitting there smiling, and lo and behold, guess who right next to them? Eddie the Hitman Hearn. True. But he's so racist against the black man, but these same privileged black folks are sitting right next to Eddie Hearn and they're smiling together. Nigga, what are you mad at? Bill Haney ain't mad, Devin Haney ain't mad. Nigga, what's your problem? Everybody know what's going on, but you niggas. I'm telling y'all what it is. Y'all fighting this fake revolution. There is no war. All of these dudes are millionaires. They are part of the same fraternity. It's all a game. It ain't real. I know it don't fit the narrative. I know this ain't what you want to hear, but that's why I showed you the picture. Let's continue. Let's continue. Let's continue. Oh, I ain't finished. Yeah, man. Matter of fact, let's let on. Y'all can't hear now, but I'm just saying. Everybody listen, this is a game. Look at this. Oscar stood up. He's standing up. It ain't real. This is fake. It's WWE, baby. There you go. Crowd getting hyped up. Y'all can't hear nothing. Now, look at that. You get what I'm saying? They got like, everybody, it's a game. It ain't no beef. They live in the same neighborhood. They live right around the corner from each other. This ain't no beef. I know what beef is. I done been shot before. I done been in shootouts. I know what beef is. This ain't no beef. Millionaires don't beef like this. Millionaires don't beef like this. This ain't no beef. Let's continue. This ain't no beef. Everybody on the same team. That's what I'm trying to tell you. Let's give everybody a round of applause. Y'all caught up on some fake racial shit. You really think you on code, huh? You really think that, yeah, man, we don't like them niggas. We don't like them black fighters. F them, we down with our Hispanic brothers and sisters. Oscar De La Hoya don't see you broke Latinos like that. Oscar De La Hoya don't do skin color politics. He's a businessman. He got a net worth of over $200 million. His paradigm is not your paradigm. Just because you Hispanic and he Hispanic don't mean that he down with you or riding with you. You broke. You not on this. Listen, it's about the haves and the have-nots. He have money. You don't. Whatever racial pride or nationalistic pride that you was having with your favorite athlete or fighter, I can promise you, your favorite athlete don't give a fuck about you. They don't. You're going to be that same broke Chico stick, that same broke nigga, that same broke honky that's online every day arguing, starting your racial revolution, and the fighters, the promoters, and the managers that you're arguing and fighting over, they all get along with each other. Laughing all the way to the bank. True. Somebody got to tell you the truth. Because your favorite YouTube channel ain't telling you this. Let's go.
We the Charlo twins. We known for calling everybody out.
Please call these people out. Listen, the whole world's looking at you. Call these people out,
What's up? It's the Jamal the Hitman Charlo. Let's get it. Who want it?
Name them names, man.
They know who they is.
Name them names, please. The names need to be named.
They know who they is.
The Mexican monster.
Mexican monster.
Nello. Yeah, man, we got to ride for Dev, coach. Coach, you're a sellout. We got to ride for Dev. Look how they doing Dev. How they doing them? Hit the nigga in the head with a bag full of money. Devin Haney just shot a video saying that, yeah, man, I wake up every day in my mansion. I drive the training camp in my Rolls Royce. That's what Devin Haney said. Is that not what Devin Haney said on? Shout out to Nate. Is that not what Devin Haney said on the video? Yeah, man. When he was talking to he was getting interviewed by what, Radio Raheem or somebody. Yeah, man. I wake up every day in my Rolls Royce. In my mansion. We got to ride for Dale. Ride for Dale for what? Nigga look like he doing fine to me. The man look like he doing fine to me. You know what I mean? The man said he riding. I can't spell Rolls Royce. Do y'all know how to spell Rolls Royce? I don't know how to spell it. Because I ain't got but a GED. I didn't learn how to spell Rolls Royce, in high school. Man look like he doing fine to me. You get what I'm saying? Look how they doing Dale. Yeah, they doing them wrong, dog. They hit the nigga in the head with all that money, dog. Damn, they doing them wrong. I sure wish somebody do me wrong like that. Please, somebody do me wrong. To this day. Please, I want to listen. Look how they oppressing our brothers. Please, somebody oppress me like that. Oppress me when hit me in the head with a bag full of money listen, oppress me, would put me in a mansion, oppress me, would ride around the street in a Rolls Royce, oppress me, would flying around the world with private jets, oppress me with a dime, a female that's a 10, what is it, exotic woman, you know, who got the perfect body and face. Like, please oppress me with that. I need that type of oppression. I need that type of oppression, please. Please, somebody, I want some good white folks to come oppress me. Please come on. I need some of that oppression. Niggas holler about, yeah, man, look what they did to Shedeur Sanders. What they did to him. The nigga got drafted. He's a full-time millionaire. He had on a $500,000 chain around his neck. Look like he doing pretty good to me. He all right. He got drafted. He in the league. There's a whole bunch of niggas that ain't got drafted. I think we got 15 black quarterbacks starting in the NFL. I mean, look kind of fine to me. What y'all see? Yeah, man, look how they oppress him. Where's the oppress at? Oppression. Bro, check this out. I was listening to somebody. Damn, I don't want to misquote. I'm trying to think who it was. It was Gilly the Kid. Gilly the Kid had the nerve to say that Shedeur Sanders, what we saw, what we witnessed with Shedeur Sanders in the draft was equivalent to a modern day lynching. The hyperbole, fam, is just too much. Niggas go to the extreme. So says a nigga from Philly that started out as a rapper, and now you have white corporate endorsements is the reason why that your podcast is as big as it is. What type of oppression is he going through? They act like these niggas going through what Jack Johnson went through. They act like these niggas going through what Kunta Kinte went through. This ain't the 30s, 40s, 50s, and 60s. This 2025. Where are you niggas oppressed at? I'm oppressed, dog. Hey, baby, go over there and get that water. Go downstairs, baby. Get in the elevator. Go downstairs on the first floor and get daddy a nice cold beer out of my 24 karat gold refrigerator. Okay, Dad, I'm finna go get it right now. Hey, baby, we finna get ready to go to the Gucci store, and I'm gonna spend about $100,000 on Gucci. I'm so oppressed. You want me to feel sorry for this nigga and ride for him because you have this racial inferiority complex. You feel that you are inferior to anything that's outside of your nationality or race, so you want to project that onto everyone else. But the people who you are writing for don't feel that way. Let's give everybody a round of applause. Look how they doing Kane, Deontay Wilder.
Don't ever forget, when I found you, you was strung out on coke. When I found you, you was like a big house, contemplating about killing yourself. So don't you ever forget who brought you to Big Time Box. I drugged you back. I brought you back. I provided food and put food on your table for your family to eat. And I'm doing it for the second time. So don't you ever forget that.
Listen, you can't make this shit up. Hold on. The phone lines are not open, but we got one more. I'm going to answer this call. Please make this call short. I'm trying to wrap the show up. Caller, what's your name? Where you calling from?
Hey, what's up, Coach?
Jared, be more talk to me, fam.
From BMO. What's up, buddy? Thanks for taking my call.
Yes, sir.
I heard you talk about the main event of this card Saturday night. I'm looking forward to this card, man. It's good fights.
Yeah, me too.
All three of them, they're good fights. And Times Square, that's just what boxing needs. It needs eventful shit like that. It just does. That event is going to get sports media, and it's going to get a lot of mainstream media just because. I don't know how the Turk pulled that off because they probably had to shut down some stores and some streets.
Yeah,
but
that's crazy.
It's good. It's good. It's good all the way around. And I'm gonna be honest with you, man. All three fights to me are competitive matchups. I can see upsets happening in all three of them. Now, yeah, the favorites. Yeah, I will probably go with the favorites. Lopez, Ryan, and Devin. But I could see an upset happening in any three of them fights. I'm gonna guarantee you one thing: out of them three fights, one of them is going to be an upset. Somebody is going to upset the apple cart in those three fights. I feel comfortable saying that. And I got to be honest with you. I think the guy that has the chance of pulling the upset more than anybody is none other than Rolly Ronald motherfucking McDonald Romero. Yeah.
To my big Rolo?
Yeah. Rolo. Yep. Because Ryan Garcia, I'm going to be honest with you, man. Ryan is Fugazi. He's got a good left hook. No one can deny him that. He's got fast hands. But beyond that, he ain't got shit. He's no more of a skill fighter than Rolly is. If you watch Ryan, he can't box. His defense is to jump back, and after 3 or 4 rounds of jumping back, he just starts turning his back to his opponent because he has no defense. His footwork ain't about shit. Yeah. You can't point out one fight where he controlled it with his jab, even though he's kind of long and lean. And when he throws a jab, it looks pretty good. You can't point out one fight where he's controlled a fight with a jab. He's kinetic. He fights like he's in a street fight. And he fights in spurts. And Rolly Romero, if he's nothing else, he's awkward, he's strong, and let's face it, as fucked up as Rolly acts, he knows that he can't really afford another loss. Or else, even though the promoters seem to like him, still, losses don't add up to popularity. I got a feeling there's an upset brewing there. All right, bruh?
All right. Well, shout out to Terry, man. Be more, stand up.
All right, bro.
Yeah, I disagree, but but yeah, man. So I just again, like, I am the voice of reason. I'm not, again, I used to be the hyperbole guy. I used to be the guy, bro. I was a part of the racial revolution. I used to attack anything that wasn't black. Bro, I did it for 25 years. Suffer from confirmation bias. Bro, like, I was a king. I was a god, the original man, the owner, the maker, the cream of the planet Earth, God of the universe, and a victim at the same time. So I get it. I did it for 25 years. From 17, really longer than that. But I would just say from 17, I can even go back to 16. So I could probably say from 17 all the way to 42. I can relate to being a part of the Victim Olympics. Nothing wasn't my fault. I'm being oppressed. Trust me, bro. I get it. But you're going to have a hard time trying to convince Coach Malachi in this day and age that multi-millionaires who look just like me, who enjoy the fruits of their labor, who are living a life that I probably would never live in my life, that they are oppressed, and we need to be a part of the racial revolution and go free our privileged brothers from the oppression of the white man's bank account. They hitting these niggas in the head with money. They got these niggas in private jets. They getting some of the best exotic women in the world. And some of them, when they get money, they ain't even thinking about you goddamn sisters. You ain't the preference when they get the money. When they get the money, you ain't the preference no more. Think I'm lying? Look at Floyd Mayweather, what he like. Ain't nothing wrong with that. Ain't nothing wrong with it. Look at Devin Haney, what he like. Look at Michael Jordan, what he like. Look at Shay, Uncle Shannon Sharp, what he like. Yeah, they might have some kids from some sisters, but once they get to that point, I'm just saying, they want the exotic looking women with the good hair. And that's who they chose to be around. Those types of people. So I want you to just think about that for a moment. Think about that. That's all I'm saying. It is what it is. Before we go, we got to say all praise due to the Most High, the Most Exalted, the greatest human being on the planet Earth. And I say that sarcastically, Mr. Al Heyman. But before I say that, I want to dedicate this show to the hood.
I want to thank the whole hood who came out here. I love y'all. I did this for the hood. Y'all know I beat that boy.
All praises due to Uncle Al, Mr. Al Heyman.
Well, you know, I guess I gotta be like everybody else and thank Al Heyman. I can quit my job now, baby. 6 figures, baby. You feel me?
But a name. Do you have a name?
Oh, nah, I ain't got no name, you know.
Name them names, man.
They know who they is.
Name them names, please. Them names need to be named.
They know who they is.
The Mexican monster.
It is what it is, man. It is what it is.
I plead the fifth. I plead the fifth. 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Anything you say, 5. Go ahead, ask me a question. Did you?
Hold on, we got a cash app. We have a cash app. Shout out to James. Hey, okay. Dropping that quarter over. Bam, dub on your boy.
Hey, Leroy.
Super chat received.
Playtime's over, boy.
He said he got timed out for his opinion. He dropped a quarter of a dub. James, I don't even know what your name is in the chat, brother. To be fair, I don't know what your name is in the chat. I can't see everything, you know. So shout out to James. I don't know what your name is in the chat. I don't know if you go by James in the chat or whatever. But anyways, shout out to everybody. I'm gonna give everybody a shout out. You know, I just want y'all to think about that. All this shit is fake outrage. You know, you're being hustled. It race hustling at its finest. You're being hustled, fam. It's the same shit Rolly Martin do, same shit CNN do, same shit Fox do, same shit MSDNC do. You're being race hustled, fam. That's all it is. But you just got some broke niggas on social media who, if you black and you don't agree with them, they want to call you a coon because you don't agree with them. You're not on code. Their code is not nearly full of Junior's code. Their code is you got to think like me, view things the way I do. And if you don't think like me and view things the way I do, and you look like me, then you's a thun or a sellout. Like, bro, like these niggas is so low IQ and so dumb that make us look bad as a people. Because if you really believe that you the owner, the maker, the cream on the planet Earth, God of the universe, you the original man, you the Asiatic black man, and you really believe that you are a superior race, how the fuck are you still running around hollering about somebody who you look to deem that's less than you, oppressing you? That means you don't believe that shit. That's like believing in Wakanda. Wakanda ain't real. It was created by Jack Kirby and Stan Lee in 1966. Black Panther is not real. It's a cartoon character that was created by Jack Kirby and Stan Lee in 1966. 6 or 7 months prior to the Panther Party forming. It's not real. Look good in the comic books though, but it ain't real.
Who you think he is? DJ Quick?
No,
huh?
No, I ain't saying
Kid
that.
Capri?
I didn't say
huh?
that.
Oh, you must be Jimmy Walker. Well, you ain't nothing. You don't deserve nothing. You don't get nothing. You get what I give you. I got a contract between me and you that say you do what I tell you to do. Therefore, shut the fuck. Don't say nothing. Don't speak to me. Don't look at me.
I just want money. You know, I just said.
Blue, if I raise up, gonna be trouble. Trouble. I'm walking off.
And guess what? All these Shea Butter Laptop revolutionaries, guess what they like?
See your eyes shine, she's my soul money, please. And with the lights, so she's my sweet love of me. Talk to my nose, this love has got it so raw. Make it move, stepping out of control. Turn it up, it's me against the light. Snow money, moving on the bar. Everything's so right, got that smooth. This love has got it so raw. Make you move, stepping out of control. Turn it up, it's me against the light. Snow money, moving on the bar. Everything's so right, got that smooth soul feel. No, that's negative law. With my slow, turn it up, bring party back the night. See your eyes
Yeah, boy. I'm trying to tell y'all, boy. Y'all better wake up. Y'all better wake up. If we let these motherfuckers fool y'all with that crazy shit, these are millionaire problems. These millionaires ain't beefing. I can promise you that. It's just all entertainment. And I respect it. You know, once I understood that, that's when I backed up. I was like, I'm not getting emotionally invested in this because I know at the end of the day, you know, all of them love each other. They're getting money. They are a special elite group of people, and they don't look at me. You know, we are not on there. We're not them. None of us are athletes. None of us are trained boxers. None of us. You know, these boxers are part of a fraternity. Just like the NBA, they are part of a fraternity. Just like the NFL, they are part of the fraternity. So football players, basketball players, boxers, athletes, entertainers, all of them hang out together. They are a part of the same social circles. Me and you in this chat, we are not part of the same social circle as a Terrence Crawford or a Canelo Alvarez or a Tank Davis or a Ryan Garcia, a Devin Haney or a Tyson Fury or Patrick Mahomes. You are not a part of that same social circle. They are. You ain't on the team, fam. You ain't a part of the social circle. Remember that. Okay? Just want to throw that out there. It is what it is, man. Shout out to everybody, man. I'm gonna give everybody a shout out after these messages. Listen, I can promise y'all this. I can promise y'all this. If you view things the way I see it, and I'm not trying to tell anybody to follow me, but if you look at it objectively, if you get out of your feelings, get out of your emotions, and stop being attached to these fighters, these promotional companies, these reporters, the managers, whoever, if you understand that this is all an illusion, all of these fighters, dads, whatever, promoters, all of them on the same team. You and I are not on that team. When you understand it and look at it for what it really is, you will have a total different outlook on it. You'll be like, oh, okay. You'll know a race hustler when you hear one. You'll know the talking points. You'll know the trigger words that get you emotionally invested. You will know. You'll be like, oh, you better see that shit for what it is. Shout out to JC. Hey, okay. John. Hey, okay. Shout out to Luster. Hey, okay. Ruben Allen. Hey, okay. Shout out to Highlight Space. Hey, okay. Chris Kelly. Hey, okay. Shout out to Sanctus. Hey, okay. Summer in November. Hey, okay. CJ from the 504. Hey, okay. Young Boston fan. Hey, okay. Let's see. Shout out to Bo Rice. Hey, okay. Who else we have? Shout out to my brother Ali. Hey, okay. Jamie from New York. Hey, okay. School of X-Man. Hey, okay. Shout out to JC. Hey, okay. Shout out to everybody watching this show on X. Shout out to everybody watching this show on Instagram. I had to end that show after 3 hours. Shout out to IG. Shout out to everybody watching on Facebook. Shout out to everybody watching on Twitch and the other YouTube channel as well. Hey, okay. Shout out to Superman. Hey, okay. The Bossing Don. Hey, okay. WMS. Hey, okay. Wole. Hey, okay. Tagger the GG. Shout out to Nate the Great. Hey, okay. Shout out to Lady Shan. Hey, okay. Shout out to Summer in November. Hey, okay. Shout out to the lovely La Jessica. Hey, okay. Miss Connie. Hey, okay. Bishop Bullwinkle. Hey, okay. Shout out to my main man, School of X-Man. Hey, okay. Shout out to Young Tally. Hey, okay. Who else we have in the building? G5 from the Bronx. The natural. Shout out to Drew Glizzy. Who else? Oh, shout out to my main man, my brother Yarmus, man. Round one, salute to you. And shout out to my main man, Yarmus. Brooklyn is Brooklyn in the house. Yeah, man. Shout out to P. Rolly. Shout out to my main man, Damian Bennett as well. Let's see who else we got in the building. I'm trying to get everybody, man. I'm trying to get everybody, man. Damn. Shout out to Kenneth Johnson. Hey, man, we got a double header tomorrow. Y'all share this show. We got a double header tomorrow. We going live at 3 o'clock. We talking about, I forgot what we were talking about, but it's a very interesting topic. Y'all gonna love this here. I made the show already, so it's done. We got a fire show going on tomorrow at 3 o'clock. Y'all don't beat me there, beat me there. Tenderoni Fridays, and we going live for the fights tomorrow at 8 o'clock. So we going live at 3. We're going to do a 3-hour show, take a 2-hour break, and then we're going to come back at 8 o'clock, and we're going to ride out, no Diddy, all the way till the fights is over with. That's tomorrow night. Tomorrow afternoon and tomorrow night. Saturday, I don't know yet. That's Canelo fighting William Skull. I'm hearing conflicting reports. If the fight is at nighttime, we'll go live. If it's during the daytime, I won't be live for that. Because Saturdays is the day that I got to do a lot of stuff. Sunday night, we going live for the New Way and Cardenas fight. They fighting in Las Vegas. So we putting in work this weekend. We talking shit. We laughing. We going to have some fun. Hopefully we going to get some money. Hopefully some of y'all can, you know what I mean? You know, you catch your little honey dip or two. If you're single, if you're not single, then I understand that there. It is what it is. Shout out to the lovely ladies. We love the ladies over here. We don't discriminate. We love the ladies. You get what I'm saying? I want to see everybody get some money, talk shit, and laugh. I catch you guys on the next one. You know my motto. Don't meet me there, beat me there. Hey.
Man, I'm out of here, bro. Let's go. Come on. Man, I'm out of here, bro. Let's go. Come on.